right, what do you got?
I think I can prove to a judge that both of these men had the mens rea.
What the hell is a mens rea?
It's a legal term the lawyers use. It just means the intention to commit a crime.
Okay, come on, let's go.
Mens rea?
Put the cuffs on him.
How could we have gotten mens rea? We take blood? Can you do it without taking blood? We both use condoms. How is this possible? I want to see a doctor. Can I have an independent blood test?
Money!
I feel sick.
What are you doing?
Mens rea! Oh! Oh! My God! No!
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are and whatever you're doing. I'm Legal Vices, and welcome to my channel. Glad to have you here. We've got some good stuff ahead of us here today. We're going to catch up where we left off yesterday. Let me turn down my microphone a bit here because I know that's what you're all going to tell me. All right, let me bump this down a little bit here. For some reason, it's not starting at the preset levels. I always have to. There. That's right about where it normally is. So we're back in business, I guess. All righty. So what are we doing today? We are doing Sarah Boone. Sarah Boone, we watched her initial questioning by the police outside of her house yesterday. Today, it's inside the police station. This one, the cops come hard, fast, and furious at her. They don't let her pull up with a little bunch of stuff. They kind of grill her, and they keep grilling her, and they keep going with it. So yeah, it's about 2 hours long, so we need to sort of jump into it and not talk as much as I normally do. which is good because I don't know if you can hear or not, but I've got a bit of a throat tickle. Kind of think I've got a cold coming on. So what we're doing today is while we're watching this, I am making myself a delicious cold remedy. You can't go wrong with making a hot toddy. Everybody, when you get sick, you should make yourself a hot toddy. First thing I want to do is just start out with like a cup of water, like boiling water. Well, about 3/4 of a cup of boiling water, really. Yeah. And then just drop in like 2/3 of a tablespoon, like 2 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon of honey, just as much honey as you want, and let it melt in the water. And while that honey's melting, grab some bourbon. Put in like an 1.5 ounces of bourbon. Just pour it straight into the boiling water. Give it a little bit of stir to mix up the honey. While that's going, boom, put it just fresh squeezed lemon juice. About the same amount as you put in honey wise. So about 2/3 of a teaspoon, 2/3 of a tablespoon to a full tablespoon of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Don't use the stuff in the plastic bottles, the lazy lemon things. Those are just atrocious. Just squeeze a couple of lemons. That's all you got to do. Stir that thing up. Wonderful. Drop in a lemon wedge, just like a fresh lemon wedge. Pop that in. Boom. And then the piece de resistance. Kind of torch up a stick of cinnamon to sort of get those oils moving, get those flavors going. Oh, smells so good. Get it nice and hot, and then just stick it in and let it sit. And right there, you have one of the best cold remedies known to mankind. A nice bourbon hot toddy. Lemon juice, whiskey, honey, cinnamon. Fantastic. So good and soothing for the throat. So that's what I'm going to be drinking tonight. And yes, Alan, I did read your most recent email. Thank you. All right. Now that I've got the cocktail of choice to nurse me through this cold that I seem to be getting, we're in business. All right, everybody. Mods, thank you for being here. You mods are fantastic. Just do your moddy thing. And everyone else here in chat, you're the greatest chat on the entire internet. Hands down, the Vice Squad rocks. You guys rule, every single last one of you. Currently, we got 395 people. Now 398 people as we just getting ready to start, and 200 likes. You're already off to the races on the likes. And again, people are still giving me crap about shilling too much for likes. We literally did it 3 times last night. We'll literally do it 3 times tonight at the beginning, the middle, and the end. So the poll today, the like and subscribe poll, is as follows. I hit the like button and the subscribe button, if I didn't do it already, because 1, you promised no more goat video. I promised no more goat video. The goat video is gone because I can't control the volume. And if you go back and read the comments from yesterday's stream, holy crap, you would have thought I was drinking the blood of little children. And that was just like a metaphor thing. YouTube people creeping around looking for bad things and reasons to demonetize me. That was just, not serious. So yeah, no more goat video because I can't control the volume. But I can control the volume of the goat audio. Just the audio only goat. We can do it. Sheep, whatever you want to call it. The second answer is I hit the like button and the subscribe button, if I didn't do it already, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Or number 3, just killed time while you boomered. I haven't boomered yet. And the final one, you need to hit 33,000 subs today. That's doable. Yesterday, we got exactly 120 subscribers during the live stream yesterday and after. So from the time I started yesterday until right now, we got exactly 120 subscribers. Now we only need 120 subscribers again to get me to 33,000 subscribers today. So if you want to contribute to that, if you want to contribute to me getting to 33,000 subscribers today, the next step to 50,000, please hit that subscribe button and then take our poll. So there we go. That's the poll. You promise no more goat video. It's the neighborly thing to do. You just killed time while boomering, and I need to hit 33 subs today. Hit the sub, hit the like, and tell me why you did it. And again, one of these weird things, we got 273 votes and only 254 likes. Some of you are cheating. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and do it. And that's the last time we're going to talk about it for an hour. So there. Wild Red says needs more goat. Well, Wild Red, can't happen today. I need a day to adjust the volume on the audio goat, and it will be used very sparingly. So yeah, there'll be audio goats, but they won't be surprising, they won't be scary, and they won't blast your eardrums out. I promise. All right. So let's do it. Let's just get right into it. And if you guys want some fun in your spare time, not right now. If you guys want some fun in your spare time, go read the comments yesterday. Dang, you guys were brutally okay. Yesterday was hands down the absolute worst day of comments I've ever received on YouTube. Everybody was up in a twist about the goat. A few of you were like, you need to study more of the facts because you didn't talk about this. When we're talking about this today, you said there was no evidence that he was thrown down the stairs. I said, I haven't seen anything yet to indicate that he may have been thrown down the stairs. In our stream today, we're going to see some evidence that he may have been thrown down the stairs. We're taking this one step at a time. We were doing the out of police station questioning. Today is the in police station questioning. If we have time, we're going to do the interrogation of the neighbor next door that shares a wall with their apartment. Then there's the autopsy report, then the arrest and the charges, and then we'll wait for trial. So just play it by ear. Come on, guys. And it was like, you didn't know he was charged with, she was charged with 2nd-degree murder. Okay, you're smarter than me. Because you know one more fact than I do. That's what we're doing. Well, then you need to get a real big crash course on what's going on. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're learning this together. We're all coming here and looking at what's going on. This is the crash course leading up to the trial. Chill your jets. So just, oh yeah, it's triggering people with the goats. I'm not responsible for everybody's trigger. So anyway, go back and read the comments. They were pretty hilarious. With that out of the way, Alan dropping the hammer here. Dang, Alan. Yeah. Again, you freaked me out, dude. Got 200 Aussie dollars. Love you, Jeff. Mods and chat. Cheers, my favorite YouTuber. Well, dang, thank you, Alan. That is very, very generous of you. You're leaving us for a while. You mentioned yesterday. You know, awesome. You're a great mod. You're a great human being. You're a great man. You got things to do. We got things to do, and we're all going to do it together. So you take care of yourself. You do good. And cheers. Well, I owe him two shots. This is one. And we'll get to the other one in due course. That is fantastic. Thank you so much for your support, your dedication as a mod, and thanks to all the mods. So this is a cheers on behalf of me to not only Alan, but to the other mods, and from all of the other mods to you as well, Alan. Wonderful. And our final super chat before we hit the road. No, I guess we got two more. Nope, just one more. Michelle, with some South African money being thrown at my head. Stop triggering people, Jeff. How could you? That's just how I roll. All right. That takes us to where we need to be. We're going to get into the video right now. Let's do it. This is the police interrogation of Sarah Boone inside the police station. And there's a lot to unpack here, but I'm going to try to avoid stopping as much as possible. But there's a lot in this because they just come hard, fast, and furious right from the beginning. So, all right, there we are. And 3, 2, 1. They're outside the room, so hang on.
I'm going to have you sit in the green chair that doesn't move. Appreciate you coming in.
Yes, ma'am. I want to ask you about these whenever we have a moment.
Sure. So obviously,
how's the volume? Is it too loud? Is it just right? How does it balance with my voice? Someone let me know. Mods, let me know how it sounds.
Again, because we have to talk about that, and since I'm talking about the incident, we just have to do it, just like we did yesterday. Just like we did yesterday. Remember, I read you the rights. Your rights. Yeah. So it's the exact same thing, but since I'm asking you follow-up questions, I need to read them to you. Okay.
Sure.
All right. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in court.
All right. Now that they just go straight and out of business. They said they read her rights again. So apparently they've read her rights before. I don't know if that was, I don't think it was before they were talking to her at the house. It may have been. I just don't know. Sandy, oh my, Jeff set someone off. Oh, I set a lot of people off. You just go back and read yesterday's chat. So, all right, we're looking for people to tell me how the balance is going. Okay, everybody says, now, like, you can't say it's loud, perfect on this side, nice, good, good sound. Well, lots of people say good sound. If it's too loud, turn it down. And again, there will be no loud screaming goat video for this one, so you're protected. Jeff, I javelin a fever, and the only cure is more goat, more cowbell. But we've got our hot toddy here. The goat will have to wait. And Megan Hunter finally made it to a live at the very start and not halfway in. Thank you so much for being here at the start.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer before and during questioning without charge. If you cannot,
and guess what she doesn't do?
One can be provided for you before questioning without charge.
Yeah.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to talk to me?
No.
And do you understand what I just read you?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. So.
She understands she has a right to a lawyer. And of course, she doesn't have one. So there we go. And we're off to the races. Her with 2 police officers, 2 police detectives, and no lawyer. Exactly, D-Way, someone is missing.
This morning we went to his autopsy. And we were informed of some injuries that he has.
All right, for those of you that are panicking, you didn't know he had all these injuries. Here's where they talk about the injuries. They didn't talk about them yesterday, so we didn't.
The doctor. So I want, so he's got, scratch marks to his back.
I know what that's from.
Okay. And it's called a contusion. Do you know what a contusion is? So like
It's a
basically
bruise.
getting hit, and then you get a mark from it. You'll get bruising. Like someone hit you or something like that. It's called a contusion. So he had some injuries to his left shoulder. He had a cut near his like lip. We could see his mouth was a little.
I haven't laid a
swollen.
hand on him.
Okay.
Also, too, he fell off my son's bike,
Okay.
so I don't know. And he's notorious for running into the wall.
She's not even asked. She's not even asked a question, and she answers it. They just say he's got scratch marks on him. He's got a hurt shoulder. He's got a busted lip. He's got this. And she said, well, he falls off bikes. He runs into the wall. He does this. He does that. She's literally explaining all of his injuries before she's even asked, well, how did he get all these injuries on him? So here's where we think perhaps he was put in the luggage and pushed down the stairs.
For the haltery, so
Okay.
I.
Okay.
I don't-
What about the scratches?
Now, follow-up
There's
question.
also sex.
Yes.
Okay, because there's also like
Sex
a
scratches.
scratch on like the back of his neck, like kind of like going, but it's like going straight across.
I have no idea what that's from.
And they're all recent, like they occurred recently. It wasn't something that occurred post or that occurred a week ago or 2 days ago, 3 days ago. They definitely occurred.
Nice,
the night
John
he
D.
stopped.
He fell downstairs.
In all honesty, we have not gotten into it.
Okay.
That's why, like, the only thing I thought you guys were going to ask me about, which I was going to be honest with you anyway, are the scratch marks on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else, I have no idea what it is. No
Uh-huh.
idea what it is.
You have no idea how he got a busted lip.
So,
Well, your son was there when? When was he last there?
oh, gosh.
My
Last week?
understanding he was there like last Tuesday.
I don't know if it was Tuesday, but yes, he was there last week, so.
Well, we're talking about Sunday.
Yeah.
We're just talking about what occurred Sunday. Because like I said, the injuries they occurred within that time period.
So you're talking about day before yesterday?
Sunday leading into Monday. You called us yesterday at 1, but the incident, you guys were painting and stuff the night prior.
Correct.
So we're talking about Sunday and then
That's
into
why I'm
Monday.
thoroughly confused, because we had a good time
Mhm.
sitting on the back porch, having wine and smoking a couple of cigarettes, and then decided to go inside and literally paint, do puzzles, and play, and listen to music. That's why
Do puzzles,
nobody got
listen to
out
music,
for it.
and
This-
play.
This is what's mind-blowing to me. Like,
Okay.
I have no clue. Nobody laid a hand on anybody.
He also had, like on the left side of his forehead, he had basically bruising, and on like his head and his skull,
I have no idea.
as if something hit him.
I
Considered
have not
blunt force
touched him.
trauma.
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
How would you get those?
Yeah, the suitcase and the stairs touched him a lot. Flux says, I have autocorrect. I guess that was her javelin comment. Oh my God, I hate technology. Also says Flux autocorrect. And go to Flux's channel. Subscribe to her channel, House of Flux. She does a lot of painting. She does a lot of cool stuff. And on this Saturday morning, Korea time, Friday night, U.S. time, I believe it's 9:30 p.m., if I recall correctly, on Flux's channel. Flux, myself, and Hannah Franz will be doing The Unexplained. You'll want to stay tuned for that. I'll send you guys the link so you can join us, but make sure you subscribe to Flux. And Steve can javelin the fever for you, Flux. He can kill anything, says Steve, the sheep god. Alan, how many shots do you owe me? One. Just one more. We just finished one. We've got one left to do. Michelle says we should keep track of how many times she confesses to any sort of foul play, runs into walls, falls off her son's bike, plays hide and seek, WTF. Yeah, let's not turn it into a shot game. That would be bad. And sorry if you're conducting an interrogation, make sure you're not coughing up a lung constantly before doing the interrogation. FFS. Well, this was right at the beginning of Corona. This was right at the beginning of COVID. This was February of 2020. So perhaps she had the Rona. We'll just have to see. And Viking Wolf by Blood. I have a big / final paper to finish, but I'll catch up on replay. Have a great day, you spicy pepper. You're spicy pepper today. Love it. Well, cool. All right. Come back later. Join the replay crew. Now, let's see how she answers the police officer when he asks her, well, how did he get all these things then?
I have not touched him. I have not touched him.
How would you get those injuries?
Tell me and we'll both know.
Oh,
I
saucy.
have not touched him.
Spicy.
Yesterday, when we took photographs of your overall body, and they did the buccal swabs, did they go under your fingernails?
No.
Okay. Are you willing to let us
Absolutely.
swab underneath your fingernails?
Go for it.
Okay.
I have no idea, and I don't want to seem out of sorts, but I have no idea. We had a good day.
We had a good day before the incident.
It was a good day. We've had good days lately, even considering everything that's going on with our jobs and life in general and ex-wives and everything. It's been good. Like, I don't even know where this is
Ex-wife? She has an ex-husband.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
said
even
the
know.
last physical was probably, you said, I think, what, a month ago? Where you got the injury, right? You said that was a
I'll
month
say
ago?
a few weeks, give or take, yeah.
A few weeks. That was the last, like, physical altercation between the two of you? You said a month ago he hit you with a curtain rod.
Yeah, with a curtain rod. That's why I can't believe you guys didn't take that either.
Wow.
Like, we've been good. I don't know if, like, it's since the last time he got out of jail.
He whacked me with a
He's been
curtain.
good.
There's so much to unpack in this. There's no way we're getting this done in 2 hours. God dang. If you recall from yesterday, he's been arrested. I think it's 4 or 5 times for abusing her in the past. She's been arrested for abusing him. And there she's saying that she was hit with a curtain rod a couple of weeks ago. But everything's good. You know, since he got out of jail last time, everything's good. Ugh.
He's been having his classes and seeing his probation officer, who's amazing. So
What do you mean by good? What's your definition of good?
the probation officer,
Oh, no, you said you guys have been good. What's your definition?
I've been good. I don't think you all understand. He comes at me all the time. He comes at me. So it's either I flee or try to go upstairs and go to sleep.
I don't know. Sounds like they both have a lot
If
of
you talk
baggage
bad
to
about
me.
when I flee, I go over there.
Sorry.
So
Right, but you're saying that you guys have been good, and when I asked you yesterday, there hasn't, the last incident that you could remember was the curtain rod incident, which you said was a month ago, so.
give or take.
Right, so what do you mean by he comes after you, like?
He gets belligerently drunk.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know if you all have looked through my phone yet, and
Oh, yeah, they looked through your
pictures and
phone.
videos that I have taken.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
And
They
the-
definitely looked
at
through
one
her
point,
phone.
I started documenting everything.
Okay.
So you all will see in my pictures, bloody fingers, split foreheads, he split my nose. I've got this,
Right.
I don't know if Brian told you about it, where I had to have almost I had one really bad surgery, but then it got really, 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 really bad where I had to go like 4 or 5 more times afterwards for them to tend to it. From him poking
There
me in the
is
back of the leg.
beauty
Right.
all
it's-
around when there's love at home.
Everybody asks me that. When I tell you guys this, I
Peace
really
and
love him.
plenty here
I do,
abide
and I feel
when
like I
there's
can help him.
love at
Like,
home.
I feel like I could help him, which I did, because he came a really long way from where he was in Philadelphia to moving back to here and to dealing with everything else that he's been dealing with.
Mhm.
I've really helped him. I've bailed him out of jail, 3 times. I've gone to every single hearing and every single arraignment, everything that I did for him. Gone to see all his public defenders, go to the state. I've gone to the state. I did everything for him because I'm trying to help him, because I had hope in him. And he was trying. He was really trying.
He was really trying until I pushed him down the stairs after putting him in a suitcase, allegedly.
He's overwhelmed, and then it's like, next thing I know, he's drinking. So it's like, oh man, I know where this is gonna go, so I'm gonna go upstairs and read a book, or I'm gonna go for a bike ride, or I'm gonna do something else. Where I don't want to drink. I don't want to drink. The occasional wine, whatever, or if it's a weekend, that's when you have a good time. You don't have to wake up the next day. I have to wake up the next day and do things. I have to tend to Lucas. I have to take him to school. I have all this stuff to do. he doesn't know how to, I guess, maintain himself, where I can do 50 things at once and still know the 50 things more previously.
Oh yeah, she's
prior
Wonder
that I need to
Woman.
Get done.
She's Wonder
He
Woman.
can't
She's,
process like that. He didn't.
I can do 50 things at once and still know the other 50 things I have to do. And he's just an idiot. He doesn't drink, but we were all drinking right before this happened.
Process like that. So he would literally, not literally, but have smoke coming out of his ears. So the next thing you know, he doesn't want to deal with it. I'm going to go get something to drink. So the majority of the time, I would hang out outside or do something else because I don't want to drink. And every time, his job broke his heart. And it made me sad because he had so much pride in his job. And the store that he took care of so much totally went downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And that broke his heart because he had put so much work and effort into fixing it up. And his manager was awful and basically gave up on all of the employees. So I think that had a huge bearing on why he would drink so much. His ex-wife is bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
She was all over him all the time. Send me money, send me money, send me money.
Pay child
How
support,
can I
pay
give
child
money when I
support,
don't
pay
have a
support,
job?
support.
And he's still trying to take care of me and Lucas by paying a bill here or there, getting some groceries. So he always had something on his mind, which is why
You're always on my
I got
mind.
the puzzle and the bank.
You're
To try
always
and get
on
him
my
off of it so we
mind.
don't have a drink, or he doesn't have a drink. So when you all see my phone, you can see all of the damage he has done to me and the videos of him smashing my television because he's belligerently drunk. Where most of the time, I just don't want to be there. And I try to help him. I try to calm him down. Eventually, he just passes out.
Well, yesterday it made it sound like you guys were just drinking like a glass or two. Like, yeah, you obviously had the bottle, but you told me on recording like that you were not drunk. He was not drunk. You guys were having a good time.
I can't get drunk. Number one, I do.
I can't get drunk. I'm sorry, ma'am. The video that the police are going to force you to watch that we watched yesterday certainly sounds like you have the ability to get just a wee bit drunk.
Not want to get drunk. I don't like being non-compos mentis, having my wits about myself.
Ooh,
I don't
she's
like
educated.
feeling out of control.
Mm-hmm.
She said non-compos mentis. Ooh, Latin. Mentally incompetent.
So
I'm just saying you're making it sound like he's a raging alcoholic today, and yesterday I was kind of asking you those questions and you're like a little defensive, like, no, we're not alcoholics. We are not, you know. But
We'll
you
get
guys
to
were
that.
both sober on Sunday, to your knowledge, because when I said you went and passed out, you were like, no, I didn't pass out, I just fell asleep. So now it's kind of like, what is it? Were you guys drinking and it got out of hand and
no.
it got physical?
No.
Or is it?
Let's get
Sunday
physical.
was one of the better
Physical.
days that we have had in quite some time. He's dancing with my dog. You can see that too on the pictures, him loving the dog. He loves the dog.
If you believe
dancing
Drex,
around,
white
having a
chicks
good
dance
time,
with
and
dogs.
just being happy kind of thing. He doesn't know. I can get like
Murderously
2-3
drunk.
glasses of wine, and I'll be fine. But I have to have my wits about myself because I don't know what to expect.
Well, let's talk about Sunday. What was Sunday? How were you? Like, how many glasses of wine did you have? How many glasses of wine did he have? The bottle was gone. I mean, I don't know if you poured any out. Yes.
No, that was from previous.
You said that there was a half bottle left
Yeah, about
over.
this much.
Mm-hmm. And then that you had well, I don't even know how the wine. How'd you guys get the wine for Sunday?
I'm guessing he went to Publix.
Does he like leave the house and you stay home, or do you go to Publix? Like, because I know
Sometimes I'll go with him.
Okay. Did you go with him Sunday to
No.
Publix?
So most of the time what happens is, because the convenience store where we get cigarettes is here, and then Publix literally is cattywampus to it.
Okay.
So what he'll do is he'll stop.
Cattywampus,
go by
another
Publix,
Latin
and
word.
then on the way back, catch the convenience store.
Okay.
So
Is that what he did Sunday?
I'm guessing that's what he did, because the next thing I know, he's walking in with a bottle.
Okay.
So it's him trying to be nice, so I don't have to go out and do it. Plus there's stuff that are around the house that I had to take care of. So that's usually what will happen. Or I'm folding laundry and he'll go run out and do whatever.
It's one of my favorite Latin phrases.
So where were you guys at on drunkenness, not drunkenness on Sunday? You told us you weren't drunk.
No, I was not drunk.
Right.
I was not drunk. So with
the video
him,
begs
I
to
don't
differ.
know. I know when it's like, oh, okay, man, where I have told him, slow down. It's starting to catch up with you. Slow down. Slow down. And another thing too is I don't like listening to music with him because he gets too involved in the music, and the music that he listens to is a little rough around the edges, and like just it makes me fractious listening to his music. So
Makes you what?
It makes me fractious listening to his.
Fractious. Does anybody know what she does for a living? She's using weird words that like normals don't use, like non-compos mentis, and it makes me fractious. Just curious if anybody knows what she did before she's in jail for the rest of her life.
His music. So I kept asking him, let's just you and me talk. You and me will just be the ones that are talking, which was fine because I mean we were playing with the dog, whatever.
Crossword designer.
Now let's do the painting. We just did the puzzle, took a break. Now let's do this. Sure enough, sat down. We're sitting in there talking, laughing, talking about new movies. We're watching movie trailers while we're doing painting and all that other stuff. So it's still background noise to him because I think that's what he's used to, is having background noise. Where me, I can sit in here all day with not a peep. But he always has to have some kind of background noise, which I didn't mind because the trailers were cool. And he was interested in showing them to me, getting excited about movies that were out or upcoming.
Okay.
So
on your laptop you're talking about?
Mhm.
Like, okay.
And I mean, and then it was.
But you said it was a good day. Like you guys didn't have any conversations about your relationship. You guys didn't go down like the rabbit hole, like had too many to drink, and you guys start getting.
Nope. When I tell you this, it made me so happy that he actually listened to what I had to say. With just, we'll get through it. This will be fine. It's a small hurdle that you and I together will get through because.
I'm talking about the money, jobs,
daughters. Yes.
Nothing relationship-wise though. Like no issues. Like, did you guys have a conversation about your relationship, or was it just about like
what's going on right now?
Got it.
I try to evoke it from him so.
Evoke it from
he
him.
Gets it off his chest because I call him the volcano where eventually he's going to erupt.
Right.
And what he has learned in his classes is to communicate, which is a huge thing in a relationship, where he has been practicing communication. So he actually talks to me about things and unburdens himself. Put it on me. I'll sit there and try and figure it out for you. Like I have almost everything. Not a worry. Just tell me. Get it out of you.
Right.
But it was, when I tell you, I was so happy. Like it was such a good day. I kid you not. The weather was beautiful outside. I'm the one that had him go inside so we can do puzzles and painting and listen to music or whatever else he wants to do.
And get in the
so then he
suitcase.
Doing whatever it is we're doing together in the living room. And then starts talking because I think he gets comfortable with, okay, you know what? We're here. It is a good day. Let me go ahead and explain myself. So I know. Nobody else knows, but I know.
Yeah, see, this is a really, really bad interrogation. Like, the police don't have to do anything. They just ask a question once every few minutes and let her just go off. She's just, every sentence that comes out of her mouth under oath pins her down to a certain narrative. Yeah, not a good place to be. Let's clear these super chats before it gets too. Alan again. Oh, I said I had one drink left, which I finished. Alan says, no, you don't. Ha 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 ha. Cheers, my man. Another 2. Lol. Alan, save your dough, man. But thanks. Deeply, deeply appreciate it. Beautiful sound. There's one. We'll do another one as we go along here, as we mix it with my hot toddy. But thank you so much, Alan, for the generosity of not. Frankly, the financial generosity makes me a little uncomfortable because I have no idea what to do. Bottle down. The cap popped off. Shit. And now the dogs are going to drink the whiskey and get sick. Strawberry, don't do that. Yeah, I'll have to clean that up here in just a quick second. Damn. All right. Thank you so much for that, Alan. The second pour is kind of on the floor, but we'll get it taken care of. At this point, she could have STFU'd and lawyered. Oh, yeah. She should have done that before they went in this room. Absolutely should have done this. Daggy, stop that. Stop getting drunk, Daggy. Have we gotten to the part where she excels at everything? We're starting to get there. She's so amazing and is an amazing mom who zipped her son into a suitcase prior to this. Spoilers! Spoilers! We haven't got to that part yet, but yeah. Catnip scratching post. Legal Vices. I used to work and maintain multiple storage facilities. I can't count how many times a box or suitcase or container had human remains. Some were fairly fresh. Yikes. Ugh. She's so oblivious, says Michelle Cavernos. It blows my mind. Yeah, well, she thinks... whatever. The squid, I bet she walked into the relationship thinking she can fix him. Turns out she, in fact, can't fix him, so she did what any woman would do in a drugged and drunk relationship. Well, she gave as good as she got, too. She's been arrested for DV against him a few times, but yeah, they both have a lot of baggage. They have a lot of things to unpack. Yeah, so to speak. As Beth said, he also damaged my suitcase. Yeah, we got that. And how long before the hub starts using that suitcase in a new category of prawn? No, stop. How many cops had to tell her that A's don't help you in the real world when she tried talking her way out of a speeding ticket? Yeah, all right. Well, thank you for all of that. I'm going to push play, and then I'm going to clean up my spilled adult beverage. So watch her fuddle around some more here. Let's get back into it.
Nobody knew George better than I did. I say that I knew George better than himself. And I tried in every way, shape, and form. Ask everyone. I helped him. I took care of him. I miss him a lot, and I didn't even sleep last night. I miss him a lot.
I mean, is there any chance it got to be too much for you and you couldn't handle taking care of him and
I never stopped.
trying to...
I never stopped. That's what I'm here for. I never stopped. I'm here now because I'm still trying to help him.
Yeah, we just don't, I mean, it's unexplainable how he got these injuries, and
I have no idea.
you were the only one with him.
100% right hand to God. I have no idea how he got them. Nobody touched anybody. Nobody touched anybody.
Okay. You had mentioned that you would take photos,
Hi.
videos, just kind of like a proof and just in general.
Yeah, I started documenting at one point, but that was way before, I think, the last time that he got arrested, where he was flying off the deep end. But then I had him bailed out. I got him out of jail.
Right.
But because he had violated the pretrial diversion, this time it's probation. So you don't have a choice in it. You have to go to see your probation officer. You have to go to these classes. It's court ordered. Where it took him a while to.
Oh, I totally wanted to. You have no idea.
They're not messing around. I even went down and met his probation officer, which I say she's wonderful. That's one of my questions too I need to talk to you about. Hugged me and said how much she knows that I take care of him. She called me personally one time when George was at work, when he was working. 42-minute phone call. She and I just saying how grateful she is that George has me. And she knows how hard I'm working to help him, just as she is and just as the classes will. So once he started actually going on a regular basis to the probation officer, and then to his substance abuse class and his, I don't know what BIP stands for, Batterers Intervention Program. and actually listening to what it is everyone had to say, he changed. Like I could see a change in him, where before lashing out, he would think about it. And would always come home and show me his papers, and we would look over his papers together, where it's like, wow, you actually are learning this in class? And some of the stuff that they would show them, like videos, he would come home and be like, Sarah, I'm so sorry for what I've done to you. Because for a video that he watches to make him feel that way, where it's like, oh man, I have done her wrong. But he's changed. He changed.
And that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Even when you love somebody, you have limits.
Okay.
Everybody tells me that. Oh, my neighbor.
All right, time out. Hate to interrupt mid-cry here, but I'm still trying to find out what she did for a living, what she did for money. I found out what he did. This is funny. For those of you that have been following some of the dating drama on LawTube, this will be funny to some of you, and others of you won't have a clue what's happening. But apparently the deceased worked at Ace Hardware. Wonder if they met there.
and that's why you're still with him, even though he's done all these things to you. And
when I tell you I love him, I love him.
Even when you love somebody, you have limits.
Everybody tells me that. All my neighbors still tell me that. The office property manager.
At some point, somebody gets enough, then they have to do something to defend themselves.
I would just flee. And I don't know if you would like to see on my phone, or I think it's actually on a laptop. I actually, and you have to understand too, I have, like, prior to classes in PO, kicked him out. How many times? I had him arrested. How many times?
But you also went down and bailed him
I
out
know.
the next day.
I know.
What's on your laptop?
What was I going to tell you?
Yeah, tell us what's on your laptop.
Previously, I actually looked up how to file a restraining order.
Oh, did you?
Because I would take him out, his parents, because of them constantly having to take him back in, his bags of clothes, all his stuff. The last time, the father came out and irate and just not even, I don't even know if he knew Lucas was in the car, just opened the back of my car and just started throwing all his crap in, just throwing it. Like the car would jostle, he was throwing all his stuff. At that point, because I continually did it, not continually, I think I maybe did it 3 times.
Continually 3 times, one of the
They
two.
got fed up and said, nope, either you're staying there or you're staying here. But if you're staying here at their place, it's permanent. You're not going back over there anymore. So what happens is he pursues me. So I don't know if y'all know where Katie Way Trail is. Okay, so it's literally right there from our apartment. Would ride his bike to work, but before he would leave extra early and come up to the wall, stand on top of his bike and poke his head over, because he would know that I would be outside having my morning cigarette and cup of coffee. And I would also know too what time he would get off of work, where I would know, come getting off of work, he's gonna do the same thing. So it's not like I ever got like a break from him, where I told you all yesterday or whenever it was, I started to feel that it was too much togetherness. And when you have too much togetherness, friction happens. So
that's a great way to have a relationship, isn't it? I love my boyfriend. I love him to death, but we're just too much togetherness with my boyfriend. She's a weirdo.
I'm going to go ride my bike. I'm going to go upstairs and read a book. But every waking moment, he wants to be with me. So, and mind you, our townhome is either upstairs or downstairs. So it's like, if you would like to
nothing really, they're just letting her ramble so they can have lots of evidence
laptop,
against her.
Look up some jobs, you're more than welcome to. I'm just going to be upstairs, maybe watching one of my shows or maybe reading a book. So, and then when that would happen, we really needed that. So what's for dinner? And then we would cook together and eat dinner and then crawl in the bed and watch a movie.
Are you talking about this is like recent? I don't, you kind of like lost me. Like what are you
It was
talking
a
about?
while, like.
This
a
is
little while
Florida.
ago, but I
Now you're talking about tension building up and that you need space. So
Florida.
have you been feeling that way lately or?
No.
Okay.
No. Okay, my thing is too, so you all know, I hate that you can't talk to her, but, Dee, his ex-wife, when I say a monster, she's a monster. Like she withholds their children from speaking to him.
Ha!
So he gets upset.
Well, that's the pot calling the kettle just a little bit black, isn't it? Like somebody yesterday in chat, in the comment section said she looked like Pam from The Office. Now Jay Cal here is saying she looks like Meredith and Pam mixed together.
About that, and then she like completely berates him about money, about the father that he is, what he did to her, all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. I mean, mind you, this is not like been recent.
What?
But, which is why he didn't even bother calling anymore, because he knows she's gonna.
I didn't hear that. But what the hell? Let's go back to
Dee, his ex-wife. When I say a monster, she's a monster. Like she withholds their children from speaking to him. So he gets upset about that, and then she like completely berates him about money, about the father that he is, what he did to her, all this other stuff. It doesn't matter. I mean, mind you, this is not like been recent, but which is why he didn't even bother calling anymore, because he knows she's going to answer and he's going to.
I didn't hear
talk to
anything.
her, so therefore he can't talk to his daughter. The other time he talked to her, made her talk to Cookie. That's on my cell phone too, so you can see it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
What does she have to do though with anything about what happened Sunday and into Monday? Like,
no, I'm just saying like previously why the incidents would happen is she plays a big part in it.
Okay.
On top of job and money and groceries and all that.
Okay.
Sunday, when I tell you this, I have no idea. I have no idea.
Is there anybody else at the house?
Nope, it's just me and him.
Since talking yesterday, do you remember
It's
any,
bad
like,
I stopped listening an hour ago. Yeah, it's bad you stopped listening an hour ago because we've only been going 47 minutes and about 40 of that has been the tape. So if you stopped listening 20 minutes before we started, yeah, that's bad. Oh God, chat, you guys are so funny.
What time you guys were playing? What time he was zipped up in the luggage? What time?
Okay, here we go.
We started because we cleaned the house a little bit, did some laundry.
You started the activities around 4, you said.
Now they've let her ramble for 25 minutes. Now they're going to start to focus her on the events of that evening. And like I said, they just go after her. They're not putting up with anything. Tweety pie flying around her head, pretty much. All right. Kay Jow says we just read that one. And talking trash and truths. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can find AI. According to trial records, Sarah Boone was an employee of a store in Sanford, Florida before she killed her boyfriend. Allegedly. Okay. And a store employee. A bookstore? A tool store? We wonder.
Yes, around 4:30ish. And then
you just said that it was dark when you were playing hide and seek, and I'm just curious if you remember.
But when we were outside, that's where we would start and talk about things, and then eventually I was the one that had him come inside.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. Two adult people, only two people playing hide and seek. This is weird.
And you said you went up to bed around midnight, fell asleep around 12:30ish. But those are the only times I have. So I have 4 and I have midnight. So there's a big gap. So I'm just curious, like, if you recall when you went upstairs to hide in the shower, or
like when we started to play hide and seek.
Yeah.
Well, we went inside probably about, if I had to guess, we weren't out there too long. Maybe about 6-ish. Then
you're talking about from hanging out outside and like. Okay.
Well, we have 2 beach chairs that are out there.
Right.
Just enjoy the weather.
Gotcha.
Plus, it started to get.
No, I've never had to seek for it.
Yeah.
So let's go inside. I don't want to be out here anymore.
Okay.
All right, let's go. So we're doing whatever. We did it for a while because that puzzle, I don't know if they took it or they saw it. Worked on the puzzle again, finished it, started to paint. Well, started listening to music for a little bit, started to paint. Can we turn the music off? No problem.
All right, so this is where I'm curious. How we go from doing puzzles, which is not that weird. I mean, a lot of people do puzzles. I've been known to do a puzzle once every 15 or 20 years myself. Listening to music and painting together. Okay, so you go from puzzles to painting together. Sounds like a great date night. Great way to spend a Sunday. But how do you get from painting and listening to music to convincing someone to get stuffed into a suitcase? Allegedly at the top of the stairs. The Squid says, so does this make him 2022's hide and seek champion? Well, this was 2020. And no, it made him a cheater because when she said Ollie, Ollie, Oxenfree, he didn't come back. Sorry, that was bad. All right, let's go. This is just, that is because of Darwin. God damn it, Law and Angie. It's okay. Let's go.
Start at the top, whatever.
It's because of Darwin.
Maybe.
All right, I owe Alan one more.
We worked on that for probably a good hour and a half.
What's left
So 8 o'clock
after the
-ish.
spillage?
Is when you went to hide upstairs originally?
No, that's when we were like painting. So then it's like, okay, well, I don't want to paint anymore. Let's just, come on. Okay, you want to play hide and seek?
Eric.
What he does is, okay, tag, you're it. Which it's like, okay, we know. Okay, take off.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we did.
And then you went upstairs, and then he didn't come
No.
up, and you came down.
No, I
And
have
the
not.
suitcase was there originally because you guys were planning to do donations, so it was already
Okay.
there. Have you guys ever played you said you played hide and seek like probably 3 times in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
When you have played, have you ever zipped him up in a suitcase prior?
No.
Okay.
No, she says indignantly, as if that would be the farthest thing from her mind ever. No, never.
So it was just kind of like that prop was there, and it was there,
Yes.
and it was in play because.
Why do you say it like that, though?
I would never do that.
See, I like she called him on that. See, why do you say it like that? No, never. Like, well, you can just say no, bitch.
Never zip them up in a suitcase?
Well,
I mean, we were playing.
No, I know,
that
but
time, but
I'm saying I'm talking about hide and seek, which is a game. So
the suitcase originally is in our closet, buried all the way to the back. If you, I know the CSI people saw our closet. Our closet needs to be cleaned out really bad. My son's clothes need to be cleaned out really bad because they don't fit him anymore, and I'm tired of looking at them. So he took it upon himself, including that suitcase, to take it downstairs so we can get all of our clothes, our donations and everything, and just leave the whole thing by the clothing and shoe thing at my son's school.
See, now I think it's
no,
very telling here that she is like waving her arms around a lot, and she's looking very angry, not concerned. Not, I mean, you can't really say if someone's guilty or innocent by the way they look. And I know a lot of you talk about the body language experts and things. Literally, body language analysis is about one step above voodoo, and is right on the level with voodoo as far as admittance in court as evidence is concerned. I know people are going to hate me for saying that, but it's true. But she's angry at them for asking normal questions. Maybe she's part Italian. 2022, she innocent. The Rona killed it. No, it's 2020. It was just starting. This was like right at the beginning of the Rona. This was February 23rd of 2020. So she doesn't get that excuse.
I'm just asking in the past, like, have you ever zipped him up in anything, jokingly or not? But obviously,
No.
I understand, you're claiming that Sunday it was a joking matter. You were laughing, he was laughing. But what I'm just asking is in the past, like, is it something that you guys normally do?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
None of this is weird. Didn't anybody see Stripes? Does nobody remember the scene where PJ's Souls emerges from the hope chest? Winter Soldier, you're old, but that is hilarious.
Okay, so do you remember making any videos or maybe having any any photos, videos that you remember doing
That's
on
funny.
your phone on Sunday?
Okay, now this is serious. What were you doing with your phone? They want her to say what she did with her phone on Sunday, because as we all know from watching yesterday's stream, on Sunday she made a video of, like, this is literally one of the creepiest freaking videos I've ever seen, and I don't even want to play it again. I didn't even want to play it because it was so creepy. She made two tapes. She made two videos of him inside the suitcase. We watched one yesterday, and there's another one that shows the suitcase in a different position, right side up. The one we watched, it was upside down. And that was so freaking weird and creepy and scary because he's calling her name, Sarah, I can't breathe, Sarah. And then at the end, she's like, shh. That's like something you'd see in a horror movie. But so they're asking her, what did you do with your phone on Sunday? Because they've seen the videos and they're going to make her watch. And she doesn't want to watch the videos. Shut up, Renee. They're tapes, God damn it. Michelle Cavern, I was at my drunkest. Not once has anyone getting into a suitcase ever crossed my mind, ever. Wow. Now you've got the idea planted in your head, don't you? Don't you? Alan, thank you so much for the super chat. How much did you spill that bottle? I spilled a good shot on that bottle. That was kind of sad and depressing. But yeah, so not once has she ever thought of putting. That's what we should do. We should do like a trial watch ASMR. Oh, come on. Come on, Jorge. Get in the suitcase. Let me zip it up. I'll zip you in that suitcase like you've never been zipped up before. Oh, just let me push you down the stairs. Sorry, that was creepy. Let's go.
Doing on your phone on Sunday?
So what were you doing on your phone on Sunday?
No.
They wanted to talk about the videos.
I think I took a picture of a dog.
I think
So
I
your
took a
phone
picture
is
of a
password
dog.
protected, you have the password, he has the facial recognition, so it's not like someone else could be on your phone.
No, I have both.
But you have the face and the password.
Yes.
Yeah, but he only has the face, correct?
I wouldn't
No.
even get in a
Be
suitcase
able
at
to get onto your
gunpoint.
phone. You told me that he looks at the phone.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought you were asking me if I did. Yes, it's me.
Okay, does he have access to your phone? Because you said it's
Yeah.
your phone. Okay, how does he have access?
Sarah, can I borrow your phone? Yeah, it's right there on the kitchen
Why do you
counter.
say that?
Okay, but
Nobody's
how does he get into
buffering.
it?
There's no problems.
He'll come and get it to me, and I'll just do the face thing. Where sometimes too, like he'll joke with me and say, "Okay, I need to borrow your phone." And he'll hold it while I'm cooking or doing something, do the facial recognition.
Okay, so he doesn't know the password and he doesn't have the facial recognition.
No,
But he is the only other person that would use your phone, I'm
Yes.
assuming, other than.
well, Lucas.
Well, I mean, come on, detective. It's not like he's going to be taking videos of himself from inside the suitcase. But they're trying, because there is this video on the phone of her recording him suffering and saying repeatedly, I can't breathe, et cetera. And as stupid as it sounds, the police have to ask the questions to show that he wasn't actually outside the suitcase recording himself inside the suitcase. I know it sounds ridiculous and it doesn't make sense, but this is why in trials lawyers have to ask questions like, was he still alive before he was deceased? Or did he die after the point in which he was alive? That you have to ask these stupid questions just to cut short any ridiculous arguments that might be made later. That she didn't take the video. She's saying that she and he are the only ones that had access to her phone. They've just laid that. So now she can't go back later and say somebody else had access to the phone.
Right. But Lucas wasn't there Sunday. Right. So, to your recollection, no videos on Sunday.
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
I mean, I maybe it's like a picture of them.
Wrong
the
answer.
two of Tess and
The dogs.
Dude,
and
they've
Jordan
seen your
and
phone.
dancing,
They
but
know the video's
it's
there,
Just Tess.
Mhm.
and you don't have a lawyer.
So I have something that I want to show you that we found. And
All right, now this is where they want they want to show her the video that we were talking about, and watch how much she resists. She does not want to watch this video, which she said she didn't take on her phone because she said she didn't take any videos on Sunday. But what do you know? They've got the video that she took on that Sunday. Nathan C., a member of 4 months of the Clean and Sober crew, says, "Can we get Bone Steel Goat? It's the best of both worlds. Happy hump day. The wife and I have a game of hide and seek planned for this weekend." We can't do the goat. Well, I guess we can do the goat. We'll do the audio goat. And we can do a bone steel for you because you're 4 months of the Clean and Sober steel. And the bone steel thing, that goes way back to different trials and different days. I think I have the goat audio down enough, but just in case, people with headphones, be on the alert. I promise I wouldn't show the video. This is audio only. Bone steel voice and goat coming up, and then we'll get back into it.
Can we get Bone Steel Goat?
All right, there we go. That's enough. Now we'll get back into our video. All right. So I'm curious as to how loud that goat was to you guys. It was quiet to me, actually. Anyhow, there we go. That was the Bone Steel Goat. Thank you so much to Nathan C., member for 4 months of the Clean and Sober crew. And did the cops ask her if it was just a prank, bro? Actually, they did. They just didn't use the word bro. We'll get to that. In just a few minutes, they're going to ask her if it was a prank. So, Walter Mellon, you're a prophet.
and it was from your phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Can you see it?
If you need to move it around, go ahead.
It was an appropriate level of goat.
No, I don't remember that.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me.
Your battery's about to die.
Shut it down.
I can't do that.
Okay.
Let me.
The battery doesn't last very long.
It used to last a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right. No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and,
No,
okay, why did you say it like that? Like,
I don't think you all understand who I am.
Oh!
well, tell me.
Oh!
I mean, I've always been a straight A student.
Oh, wait a minute. Is she pulling the "Do you know who I am" card? Oh, please, for the love of God, pull the "Do you know who I am" card. I'm a straight A student. Well, she's like 50 years old. How the hell old is she? All right, how old is defendant Sarah Boone? No, I'm not seeing anything here. All right, guys. If anybody okay, Wim says 42. All right, I'll believe you because I have no reason not to. So we'll assume she's 42 years old and she's still talking about being a straight A student. Do you know who I am? I was a straight A student. Yeah, that ain't gonna cut the proverbial mustard there, babe. Ugh. All right. And before we go, Andrew Brunton is also a member of the Clean and Sober crew for 3 months. The goat at good level and love me some Bone Steel. Boom. All right. I'm just doing this just for you guys.
Bone Steel.
All right, that goes back to an old trial. Was that the Brooks trial? Oh yeah, in the Brooks trial, there was one defendant and his wife that actually had the last name Bonesteel, and he was a huge man. He was a huge, giant guy named Bonesteel, and so we just sort of adopted that filter for Mr. Bonesteel and his wife, Mrs. Bonesteel. Whatever. 42 when she allegedly did it, so yeah, so I said it should be like 42 now. What do you mean, boomer? What did I do? Anyway. All right, let's get back to her playing the "Don't you know how awesome of a human being I am" card.
Why did you say it like that? Like,
I don't think you all understand who I am,
okay. Well, tell me.
No.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything.
Oh, Jesus. What?
I would not do
Shut
that.
the fuck up, Donnie.
You wouldn't lock somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Okay.
Wow. I excel at everything I do. Holy crap.
No, it was just the way you said it.
You guys are scaring me.
Why?
Oh, see, now they've just pulled out all the stops. Why are we scaring you? They're just going for the throat here at this point. And there's still an hour and a half left.
Well, we just want you to watch this. This came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please.
Wow. I excel at everything. I got straight A's. Don't you know who I am? That right there are three things to never say to a detective.
No.
I don't know how much I can take.
Yeah, see, look how much she is trying not to watch this video of her taunting him, swearing at him.
Do I have to watch this?
Yes, you do.
I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have filmed it then.
Well, it's on your phone, and you can either explain it or we take it for what it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha, bitch.
We're just trying to give you the opportunity to tell us what's going on. That's it.
It's that long?
2 minutes.
No.
For everything you've done to me. For everything you've done to me. Fuck you.
Yeah, now this is the video we watched yesterday. And if you haven't watched it, go back towards the end of the program yesterday. I mean, right at the very end where we watched this video, where she's got him in the suitcase, it's upside down. And he's like saying, "Sarah, I can't breathe, Sarah." And she's like, "Well, fuck you. This serves you right. This is what it feels like when you choke me. This is what it feels like when you cheat on me." And she's just like doing this and she's recording it. Now she doesn't want to watch it. Yeah, and Guy Vermectin like that right at the end when he's just like, "Sarah," and she's like, "Shh." That's pretty creepy. But yeah, she really does not want to watch this video.
And this
Fuck
is,
you.
that's you, your voice.
Stupid. Sarah. That's my name. Don't wear it on. Yeah, that's when you do when you choke me.
See, even on this one, you can hear him calling Sarah, Sarah. Yeah, I don't want to watch it. Yeah, you don't want to watch him kill somebody, allegedly.
Last time we talked to you, you had said that you put him in the suitcase, he had two fingers hanging out.
I flipped him over.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. She said she left like two of his fingers sticking out so he could unzip it, and she flipped it over. I mean, her story, this is where her story begins to change drastically every time she opens her pie hole.
I flipped him over, and that's where it was.
There's two different videos and a still picture where, yeah, it shows you flipping him in different positions and him saying that he can't breathe and you saying, "Fuck
So
you."
this is upside down. So in order for him to have gotten into it,
It was flipped up.
Right. It was flipped up normal.
Yes.
Like as if you're packing something. So this is
Yes.
upside down.
Guys, this is killing me right now.
So this
Oh,
image
it's
is upside
it's killing you, Sarah? Oh, excuse the fuck out of me. This video is killing you? Let's ask Jorge if it was killing him. Fucking literally. Holy crap.
down. And then
I'm sorry, I'm getting
this
agitated.
small video that occurred
My
11
God.
minutes later, it's flipped over the other way, closer to your dining room table.
Okay.
Now he's obviously still in there. So how did it go from the back to the front?
I flipped it.
Okay.
Okay, so way
My
to
plan
admit
was
you
not to
flipped
go
the
upstairs
luggage
and go to
over.
sleep.
Well, that's
Way to admit you flipped the luggage over to make it more difficult for him to get out. Oh, this video is killing me. God, I can't believe
But
she
not
said that.
intentional though.
no, you told me you went upstairs because
What?
you were
Stop
getting
here.
ready for bed.
Stopped here.
Okay, but
Where's here?
show me where you can see any fingers coming out, because there's the end.
Fucking seriously,
And his
Light
head's right
Rain.
there.
Mm-hmm.
This
So going like this,
all right, this
rather than
this,
going off.
this is a weird place. This is a weird reason to stop this, but seriously. Guys should, I mean, not because this is your option, this is what's going to happen to you, but never go anywhere without a pocket knife. Guys should never go anywhere without a pocket knife. Women, maybe, I don't know. I've just never been a woman, but when I was a kid, literally everyone had a pocket knife. You just carried a pocket knife with you because you never knew when you were going to need a pocket knife. And as an adult, everybody in my hometown that I know of, you know, the old side of town, the countryside of town, not the newfangled interlopers from Californication, but the old, you know, the country people that still live in my hometown. We all still carry knives. You just never know when you're going to need to cut your way out of a piece of luggage. Sorry, this is a weird place to stop, but Flux says the goat is perfect. Use it all the time now. No, we don't want to overuse it. Like goat, less is more, but we'll still use it. Wild Rose 1905 stream needs some spice, more goat. We'll get to the goat. No. And I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. I'm very important, says Michelle Cavernos. Yeah, exactly. That's what she's saying. Because she got straight A's.
All the way up, it's like this.
But why is he saying
Oh,
I can't
God.
breathe, and why is he pushing on it as if he can't get out?
Because he really can't
There's
breathe.
no hole.
There's no
gap.
hole. There's no fingers. I don't see his fingers. There's no hole.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't know, like, what you want me to tell you.
I'm just showing you. I'm just telling you what we see and what we've heard from the
I
other video.
understand. I understand.
He's begging for you to let him out. You're laughing in the beginning, and then in the end, it
Yeah,
sounds kind of like a.
My
No,
buck knife is
not
right
malicious.
there. Like it's literally
Don't
right over
say
there.
Fuck you.
It's not malicious.
Then what is that?
What does "fuck you" mean to you?
Well,
Like if I were to tell my
oh, like he
partner-
does. Like, I get called everything but a white woman, so
Okay.
my intention was not to.
I get called everything but a white woman, she says. Yesterday, she said that his whole family called her the white devil. They called her the white dragon lady. Now she's saying they call her everything except white.
Leave him in there. Please understand that. My intention was not to leave him in there.
But you went upstairs thinking that he could get himself
Yes.
out, but the video shows
That's
that
what I
he's
told
like,
you.
and I see his fingers, and
He'll
it
be up
looks
here any
like-
minute.
And then 30 minutes later, he didn't show.
And he's telling you
And I
he
didn't
can't
wake
breathe.
up.
Do you
He's
think
not
he's
able to get out.
joking? You told me he was laughing, and I
We were.
Wow.
the
We were.
video. There's no
When we
laughing.
first got in there,
Like any size
Both of us
pocket
were.
So how
knife?
long was he in there for? Like this
In
video
Korea,
is
you
at
can carry a knife with a
11:12 when it
blade
starts,
up to
so was
4
he in there
inches.
for like a long time prior to
No.
recording this.
no.
So it goes from funny to no longer funny.
But
and
I
you're the
didn't,
only one laughing.
but I didn't think that he
Yeah, that's a
What?
big fucking suitcase.
panicky. Like,
So pushing up on a suitcase saying, Sarah, 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 I
breathe.
can't breathe.
George has done that in the past before too, where it's just like, he thinks that he's woe is me kind of thing, where it's like, I don't
He's
think-
never
George, we'll call him George Torres. Oh, yeah, he's just a damn baby. He's done this before. He's done this, woe is me. I'm in a suitcase and I'm suffocating and I can't breathe. Oh, yeah, he's done this before. Come on. Lady, you ain't helping yourself here. This is why we say get a lawyer. Don't talk to the cops ever, 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 ever.
Been locked in a suitcase. That's where you couldn't get out. So
It's kind of, I thought it was
and
the
you
boy
know the oxygen
crying wolf kind of thing.
Okay.
And again, my plan.
But nowhere in there is he laughing, is he joking. He is begging. And you're the only one laughing.
Okay.
And you're the only one saying derogatory comments. Like you're mad.
No.
I lied. I guess my knife is in the kitchen.
I don't mean to sound negative, and I don't know if I can say this, but like it's like
I don't know if I can say. Oh yes, please, say whatever it is you want to say that will be helpful for us in bringing murder charges against you, ma'am. By all means, continue talking.
you guys are kind of trying to like feed me. Like
No, I'm just trying to show you a video that you no longer want to watch because you probably don't want to know the outcome of how and what you said.
well, I know what.
You know what's on that video now?
No.
You remember making that video?
No.
Why don't you?
Because she only had 2 or 3 glasses of whiskey. Whiskeys. Sorry, that's me. I've had 7 glasses of whiskey. Yeah, she's only had 2 or 3 glasses of wine. She wasn't drunk, but she doesn't remember taking this video, and she doesn't remember what's on it. Yeah. John Byrne, how is that hot toddy going down? Well, this is my 4th one, and it's going down really well. All else fails, blame the victim, aka the narcissist creed. Absolutely.
You remember making the video,
Probably because we had been drinking.
but you weren't drunk.
No.
Just because I went upstairs and
Ah!
because you're drunk doesn't mean that you.
Times that you were not drunk. You said that you had your wits about you. You said he had his wits about you.
Mhm.
You said that you don't like not having your wits. In my experience, if somebody cannot remember doing something to the extent of making 2 videos and a video and taking a photo, they are intoxicated.
Okay. I understand where you all are coming from.
Gotcha,
We're just trying to make sense of it. We're trying to
I get it.
figure
Right,
out
we're
what
trying
you're
to
saying.
figure out this
You
video.
explain it to us. We're listening.
I just did. Like we were playing, and then like I thought it was. My plan was not to go upstairs and go to sleep. My plan was not to. He'll be up here any minute.
But
But
you
again-
willingly went upstairs and went to sleep. No one forced you to go upstairs and get
My
ready
plan
for
wasn't
bed.
also to leave him in the suitcase
So why didn't you take him out?
because I went upstairs and then I fell asleep.
Why didn't you
consciously
take him out?
think-
Because I went upstairs. That wasn't really what she meant. She meant, why didn't you take him out before you went upstairs, Sarah? Yeah. As people were saying, this really is like, this has got to be close to one of the worst interrogations ever. This is really bad.
Asking to come out. He
I
can't
didn't do it
breathe.
intentionally.
What do you think is going to happen if you leave somebody in a confined space like that?
For 11 hours.
Well, I thought by not giving it up all the way, it would be okay. My plan was not to leave him in the
And what was
suitcase,
your plan?
waiting for him to come upstairs.
And then when he did it?
I fell asleep.
You said you were up there 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, somebody not coming up.
I
Knowing that the last time you saw him was in the suitcase, 30 minutes later, you're like, maybe I should go check on him. Maybe I shouldn't.
No.
Well, that didn't cross your mind because
That's
it
like
didn't happen.
that's like an assumption. Like that's what you all are thinking. Just
We're asking.
it's the
You
whole.
tell us.
It's the drinking.
Hmm.
That's what it is. It's the drinking. I thought it was like, I thought he was okay. Like I didn't. That you
He's
all.
telling you he's not. He's telling you, Sarah, I can't breathe. He's saying your name and you're like, that's my name, don't wear it out.
Guys, that's how we are with each other. Like nobody understands our relationship. The whole suitcase
Yeah,
thing
nobody understands it.
never happened before.
Would you leave someone else in a suitcase? Would you leave Lucas in a suitcase jokingly? Because it was a
No.
joking matter. You put him in there jokingly. Would you leave Lucas jokingly in there? And you love Lucas, right? And you
I
love
wouldn't do
George.
that to him either. I wouldn't do that to him.
So I just,
Well, it's not like, again, I don't think you all understand. Like,
I mean,
that was not my intention.
Well,
Y'all don't have any idea what
by
I've
your
done
acts,
for
though,
him.
But by your acts, and that's exactly right. You get to the point where you've done so much for somebody and they don't show
No.
you any appreciation.
He did.
Because he's an idiot. That's why, Mr. Terrible.
Not by your words in the video. I don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Because you bring up the fact that when he's choking you, you can't breathe. That's how you felt when he cheated on you. You couldn't breathe. And you verbally several times told him
cheated on
just
me.
fuck you.
Well, you said it in the video.
Yeah, see, that's not good. When she says she was just joking, it was a prank. She didn't mean it. She thought he could breathe. But yeah, when he says, I can't breathe, she's like, yeah, that's how it feels when you're choking me. That's how it feels when you're cheating on me. Which sort of indicates that she knew he actually couldn't breathe and she thought it was pretty fucking hilarious.
yeah,
In the
but you
video.
won't let us play the rest of it 'cause you don't
And
want to.
When I
told
say
him.
cheating, it's on his phone.
Okay. Cheating is cheating.
I
And if
think
you
so
did-
too.
Exactly.
It's your definition of cheating, though. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's what the word cheat means.
And that's what you told him in the video. That I couldn't breathe when you cheated on me.
No.
That's how I
Yes.
felt when he said, Sarah, I can't breathe. And you told him,
I don't
fuck
know
you.
what you, this is
What would you
life
say
changing.
if somebody told you that they had done this?
done what?
You set somebody in a suitcase and went up and went to bed.
Do you all not think, so you all think that it's like, oh, good, I got him in there, now I'm gonna go to sleep? Is
Yes.
that what you guys are trying to assume?
Yes.
Or trying to like,
We're just the video is very portraying of the opposite of what you told us. It does not.
In other words, you're lying, bitch.
It is not leading up. It is not matching what statement you gave us in the car,
so,
and that's why we want to know.
and
the
I don't remember
injuries.
doing those.
The injuries are not consistent with what you told us. So we have a
Oh
lot of
my God.
inconsistencies, and this video explains itself. It really, truly does.
You don't think that I had thought about that?
Thought about the video or thought about?
But no, again, if you don't mind, please. So you all are
She's
assuming
trying.
that it's like, oh, good, I got him in there, now I'm gonna go to sleep? Is that what you all are assuming?
Pretty
Well, it's
much,
not an
yes.
assumption when that's what you told us, so that happened.
That's what
Mhm.
happened.
I love these cops. They're great. So you trying to assume that I did? No, we're not assuming it because that's literally what you just told us happened. Oh my God. All right, we're midstream-ish here, and we're just gonna let it play out through the next hour because we're way freaking behind because I talk too much. All right, let's see. We got Flux. We got to get rid of you. I mean, get rid of your super chat that I already read. Wild Red. We already read yours. Michelle. We already read yours. Marv. 7th grade homeroom teacher encouraged pocket knives. 8th grade. Knives are banned in school. Gotta love the 90s. Forget the 90s, brother. In 1980s, when I was in the Boy Scouts, one of our projects in Boy Scouts was making a hunting knife. We had like 2 pieces of wood. We had the blade with the tang on it. We put it on the handle. We sanded the handle. We dyed it. We wrapped it with leather. We made the sheath. Like back in the 80s in Boy Scouts, we literally made hunting knives as a cool activity one day. Things you can't do in America anymore. Michelle says she is insufferable. Yeah. Feel bad for her cellmate. Jesus. Fillmore, I stand with women that most men deserve some suitcase treatment. At the very least, 10 minutes in a suitcase would straighten a lot of men out. Well, again, in fairness, she's been arrested a few times for DV against him as well. This is a give as good as you get relationship. Yeah. 9mm and lipstick. But he didn't say the safe word. Maybe his safe word was Sarah, because he sure said that a lot. Yeah. Flux, she thinks if there is no intent, there is no crime. She thinks she can just oops this away. Yeah, that's pretty much what she's thinking, criminology major Flux. You've hit the nail on the head. She just thinks, oops, it was an accident, means I'm not going to jail. And we'll talk more about it next time we deal with this subject. But she's been charged with 2nd-degree murder in Florida. Second-degree murder carries a minimum mandatory sentence of 16 3/4 years, with a maximum of up to life in prison. So she's facing life in prison for doing this. Either way, intentional or not, he is dead. I would be hysterical. Yes, people grieve differently, but she is so nonchalant. I am so angry. Well, she's angry too that she's being put through all of this. Don't be indignant. Get a lawyer. Let your lawyer talk. Literally, you appoint a lawyer. You say, I can't say a word about the facts of the case, but my lawyer will tell you everything that he can about the case, and let your lawyer deal with it, because that can't be used against you later, because it's not your own statement. Yeah, anyway. All right, we are at the midpoint, so we need to do the midstream grift for the second time. Currently, we have 1,523 concurrent viewers. That is huge. Thank you, all 1,530 people that are here right now. I deeply appreciate you being here. 841 of you only have hit the like. That's like 60%. What we need to do is everybody here that's watching that has not done so, go over there and hit that like button. Hit the like button. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. We need 88 more. We've gotten about 40 subscriptions so far. We need 80 likes, 81 subscriptions right now, 81 subscriptions to get us to 33,000 subscribers. And I'm sure there's 81 of you that haven't subscribed to this channel that think, hey, this guy's not a complete asshole. Let's subscribe to him. So pop on down there, hit that subscribe button to my irreverent stream. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing some O.J. Simpson trial. Friday, we're going to be talking about the Harry and Meghan scandal. We're going to be talking about Dana White. We're going to be talking about a lot of other issues. We're going to be talking about a lot of stuff moving forward because there's a lot of trials coming up this month, and we're going to be talking about them all. So, all right, we need 72 more now subscriptions to get up to 33,000. So those of you that haven't hit the like and subscribe, please hit the like, please hit the subscribe, and go over and take our poll. How are we doing on our poll right now? Our poll in chat says, I hit the like button and the subscribe button. Don't hit the unsubscribe button. I hit the like button and the subscribe button if I didn't do it already, because 21% of you so far have said, just killed time while you boomered. Thankfully, I haven't boomered all stream. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood to knock on. Knock on press board. And 23% of you have said, because it's the neighborly thing to do. 27% of you said, I hit the like button and the subscribe button because you promised no more goat video. Exactly. No more goat video. We'll still have the goat audio at appropriate times. And leading the pack, it's all pretty even, 21, 23, 27. And leading the pack at 29% is I hit the like button and the subscribe button because you need to hit 33,000 subs today. There you go. That's the correct answer, by the way. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure you're subscribed. If you have already subscribed to my channel, go back and check to make sure you're still subscribed, because YouTube sucks and they unilaterally delete subscriptions every now and then. And right now, we only need 58 more subscriptions to get to 33,000. All right, you guys rock. You guys are awesome. Please go ahead and do it. Alan, here's the last of your shots. Thank you so much for those. Cheers. All right, that thus ends the midstream grift. Mods, oh God, mods, thank you for doing your job. Chat, thank you for being in the chat. The Vice Squad is the greatest chat ever on YouTube, hands down. Those of you that are listening in the background, those of you that are going about your day, driving around, working in the office, studying for school, doing housework, whatever the hell you're doing, if it's just on in the background, come back later when you have a chance and hit that subscribe and like button if you haven't already done so. We're glad to have you here, and please leave your comments. The replay crew, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. Everybody else, come back and leave a comment because YouTube loves that. All right, that's the end of number 2 grift. So everybody stop telling me about how often I grift for chats. I mean, for likes and subscribes. That's only the second time in an hour and 30 minutes we've done so. Now let's go and finish this up in the next hour and a half.
And the video, yeah, I mean,
I'm not
Pamela,
gonna say,
thank you so much, Pamela Sosby. You rock.
It out on his
Yes.
but the video shows that he can knock it out on his own.
but when I unzipped it with one finger.
From the outside.
But it had the hole in it.
And you're claiming that it had a paperclip, so that's what assisted you in doing it.
No.
Is what you told us.
When I had my sweatshirt, I said I thought it had a paperclip on it. It's got.
But the zipper part is broken.
Yes, which is why we were going to done it. I just.
You were able to unzip it from the outside very easily, because that's the way they're designed.
Cricket Crafts and Crime. Go to her channel. Subscribe to her channel. She's doing some really cool
Well, why
stuff.
wouldn't he have gotten
As she
himself
says,
out
stop
if
by, join some of
I
the
don't
fun.
know. Like, I don't
Begging,
know if you
asking.
saw, like, where the hole was.
See, she's getting pissed now. This is like really bad. This is a really, really horrible look. She said she left a hole in the zipper about 2 fingers width so he could keep his fingers in there and open up the zipper. And now she's getting all pissed off and defensive about it.
I don't
I
know.
didn't see a hole.
No
I
one
didn't
sees
see
the
no
hole.
fingers
You're the
sticking
only
out.
one that's what I'm saying. Like, he's in one position, and where his head would be, we should be able to see fingers. And then when it's flipped over onto this right side, again, his head is closer to us facing the video, so we should be able to see fingers, and we don't see anything. We see no movement of him trying to unzip it or physically unzipping it. All we see is pushing up, trying to push out of it.
She said it, not me.
Not assume.
Oh,
I'm not assuming. I
my
haven't
intention-
assumed anything. I follow evidence.
But my intention was not, again, oh, good, I got him in there. Now I'm just going to go to sleep.
What do you think someone that knows nothing about this or hears just a little bit like, oh, they were playing around in a suitcase
She's been drinking
and then watches
probably
that
went
video?
to sleep. That's what happened.
But you let him out before. I mean, you put him in, so why didn't you take him out?
Because I was upstairs and I fell asleep.
oh,
No,
that sounds so reasonable.
You like consciously had to walk upstairs. I mean, you obviously remember going to bed because you were able to give me a time frame on that. And you
Nah.
specifically told me that you
I
went
don't-
upstairs.
My intention is not for this to happen.
He's dead.
I've never done anything like this before in the past. I am sick. Especially with that. I thought I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. You tell us the last night, you vividly remember this when you told us last night, that he was laughing, you were laughing, you put him in the suitcase, he has 2 fingers sticking out, and you go to bed. Now we see something totally different, and it actually shows you upset and, again, using derogatory terms to him when he's begging for his life to get out of that suitcase.
So
what
but my thing
you
is
say
that
we're
the-
assuming, we're not assuming,
but
we're
the
telling you
fingers,
what's on there.
but so it just happened to be that whenever I was videotaping or doing whatever else it was, just happened to not have that in it.
Okay. And you also, in the video, you can't see any holes. There's nowhere in that where the zipper separates and you can see a hole. If there's a hole, he's pushing on it, begging you to get out. We should probably see that hole. that
He
you're
eventually
talking
would have
about.
been able to get out.
Yeah.
Alcohol.
Based off what you're telling us, he should have been
Yeah.
able to get out.
Okay.
But the video shows him attempting to get out, begging to get out, and he can't. So that's just what we're trying to figure out. I don't know if maybe you had too much to drink, you zipped it up all the way, and then,
I did not zip it up all the way. I did not zip it.
Like, yeah, okay, but like the video on your phone, that kind of sort of shows that he did it. He didn't do it. Yeah, and who cares about audio balance? And then there's the others. You really need to learn how to balance your audio. Again, what StreamYard does with the audio once I do anything is completely out of my control. That he's dead, Jim. I mean, I don't know how loud this is going to be. This is literally, I have the volume down on this to 7%. And I have no idea how loud that is because what I hear and what StreamYard sends out are different animals. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Zip it up all the way. This is horrific, okay? Horrific.
it is terrible.
Yeah, so they left it alone.
Horrific. I don't think I'll ever be right because of this. Ever be right.
Well, yeah, because you're going to be in
Dealing
jail
with
for a long
everything else that
time.
I have in my life, personally. And then this,
Okay.
whom I loved, it was not intentional. I will put my hand on the Bible. It was not intentional.
It
I would
doesn't
not
matter.
do that to him nor anyone else.
But you did.
Yeah,
Not intentional.
it doesn't matter. next Tuesday is probably the next time we'll talk about this. We'll do the charging, we'll do the autopsy report, we'll do some of the other updates, and we'll also talk about what second-degree murder means in Florida and what the elements of that crime are. But basically, second-degree murder in Florida is doing something with absolutely no regard for the safety of human life. Basically. We'll look at the exact wording next Tuesday. But so it doesn't matter if you intended to do it or not. If you just did something so completely ridiculous that they determined you had zero regard for human life, you're guilty. You're guilty. Gotcha, bitch. Let's get back at it.
You intentionally went up to bed.
I didn't intentionally go to bed because I'm thinking, okay, good, he can get out.
How did you not intentionally go to bed? You said you went upstairs and got into bed. That's intentionally going to bed.
Waiting for him.
And he doesn't come, but you don't go down to check on him.
So I happen to go to sleep. When I say go to sleep,
and what do you normally do when you go to bed?
Do.
What do you normally do when you go to bed?
What do you mean?
What is a bed for? Going to sleep.
Right.
So you go to
bed
to do what?
But obviously you can tell too that, like, I've been drinking
You
also.
go to bed to do what? Okay.
Oops.
You kept telling us, hey, I wasn't intoxicated. I wasn't this. I wasn't that.
There is no death penalty for second-degree murder.
Intoxicated?
It's 16 3/4 years to life.
Yes, you can tell that I had been drinking, but...
Okay. So if you weren't intoxicated, then why would you ever leave somebody in a suitcase that's begging to get out, that's telling you they can't breathe?
If I hadn't been drinking, you still think it would be the same thing? Where it's like, hop in, I'm going to go to sleep. Is that what you all are trying to do? To portray me as?
We're not trying to do anything. I'm simply asking you to explain to me what happened.
Everything was fine and dandy.
I wouldn't call it fine and dandy.
Was fine and dandy. You all don't, okay, for me to tell you this, again.
Oh, she's much worse than Courtney Clenny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
like how while he is asking her these brutally just pointed questions, Officer Chick over here is playing the video going, Sarah in the background.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you because this was not.
Oh yeah, she's in jail. She's been in jail for a couple of years.
Intentional.
Okay. So you just left him there to kill him. You left him there to teach him a lesson?
I didn't mean to leave him there. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You got up and walked away. How is that not intentionally leaving him there?
Because I'm looking at the hole, knowing that it's there. He'll get out no problem. Because you don't.
And then he doesn't. But you don't go check on him. You say you're up for 30 minutes and he doesn't come up. You don't go down and check on him?
I'm in the bed.
You even moved, you admit to moving the suitcase, like, over, so.
You roll it.
You roll it.
Yeah, she said she flipped the suitcase over.
I didn't want it to be like that.
You didn't want him to be upside down? How do you even get upside down?
Right. You guys are killing me right now.
No, oh God, she said it again. Phrasing.
That's how he talks to me, Mister.
Phrasing. Phrasing.
I don't know how you want me to say it.
I'm just trying to figure out what you would expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a suitcase.
I didn't mean to leave him in there.
Okay.
What's your reasoning for not calling 911 sooner?
Because I didn't know what to do and how horrific it was. I called Ryan, and 5 minutes later, I called you guys.
Yeah, so for those of you that weren't aware, what she did is allegedly she woke up the next morning or afternoon, sometime around, she said she got out of bed about 12:30. But in another part of her statement, she said she woke up and she was just laying in bed, which of course implies that, she's laying in bed and she doesn't look over and go, oh, why the hell isn't my boyfriend in bed with me? It doesn't look like he's been here all night. Holy crap, he's in the suitcase. Doesn't look like that happened. She just said, Joe, she woke up, she laid in bed for a while. She went downstairs and saw him in the suitcase and he was dead. So she started performing CPR. That's her story. But when she realized that this was happening, she didn't call 911. She called her ex-husband and asked him to come over. But she lied about that too, because her ex-husband was in the video yesterday talking to the police on scene, saying, no, he kept calling her because she was supposed to come and pick up their son. And it's like, when are you coming to pick up the son? When are you coming to pick up the son? But she wasn't answering her phone. And so finally he got a hold of her. And then, she called back when he was on his way over to her house. So she basically lied about all this shit. And they know because they were there. They heard all of this. So yeah, she is so toast.
Not even 5 minutes. Nonetheless, that I had to I was trying to do CPR.
On a corpse.
I was trying to do CPR. I had to get him out and try to do CPR and then called you guys.
Oh
and
no, ex-husband threw her under the bus.
With the dispatch on the phone, where he had me count out loud to help me focus on what I was doing.
It just, I don't know how, I mean, you can sit here all day long and say, I thought he was going to get himself out, but
but he didn't. Yeah.
He didn't. And you went upstairs and you stayed there for 30 minutes before you fell asleep.
But can I say too,
You chose not to ever at any point during that 30 minutes walk back down and check on him.
No, wait 1 second. Because I know, with you all, and then, because you continually ask me, time frames, where I told you, I don't bother even looking at the clock most of the time. So it's a guesstimate. So for all I know, I was...
Guesstimate.
Maybe it was 10 minutes.
Okay. But the point is, you left the living room where he was begging for help and went upstairs. Regardless of how long you were there, you left. You say,
I thought he was the boy calling wolf. Again.
Okay.
So when
the
he
boy
asked
who
to be
cried
let
wolf.
Out, what's your reasoning for not letting him out?
Yeah, this is the boy who cried wolf. He'd been locked in the in suitcases so many times, crying that he couldn't breathe when really he could, that she just wrote this off as him calling, as the boy who cried wolf. At what point did she pause CPR to pour herself a Dr. Pepper? Oh yeah, if you watched the video yesterday, that's what she was asking the cops through the entire thing if she could have a Dr. Pepper and a cigarette.
No, when he's asking on the video, he asked multiple times. He asked to be let out. I can't breathe. Why didn't you let him out?
Well, number one, I had no idea it was going to end like that.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Well, this is a very good point, Jen Wells.
You know what?
She's used to just ghosting him, just gaslighting the shit out of him, and she thinks it's going to work with the cops. But it doesn't.
Based off the video, one video is at 11:12 and the next one's at 11:23. So you actually gave him at least 11 minutes per video recording. So my thing is, when it stopped, he asked multiple times. I mean, why? Why did you not let him out? It's just a simple question.
To be honest with you, I mean,
don't
no.
Well, that's what you're saying in the video.
Right.
This is what you get. This is what you make me feel like.
See, and then it's all backfired on me.
Yes, it has, actually.
And
it's all backfired on
you.
He's dead.
It's awful, I know.
Okay.
Boom, get her.
It's awful.
Gotcha, bitch.
And I will tell you both this right now, too. I will never drink alcohol again.
Because you're going to be in jail for the rest of your life. It's Pruno, bitch.
In any way, shape, or form.
You're going to be drinking Pruno for the rest of your life.
Let's get back to this.
Some purple drink.
The reason for leaving him when he's begging to be let out. I don't understand that.
What I have a feeling was, and again, it's the whole time frame thing.
I'm not asking a time frame. I don't care about a time frame. He's in the bag saying,
my God.
And you say, fuck you.
When he, for the whole few minutes that he was in there,
minimum 11, but yes, go ahead. It's a few. 11 minimum.
For the one video.
Well, in between the two videos.
Between the 2 videos?
Minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the question again?
when he's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe, let me out, and you say, fuck you, why don't you just let him out? What are you trying to talk to him? There was obviously something in your head that you were thinking of when he was asking to be let out, and you're like,
Again, it's the boy calling wolf.
Okay, but where does this game end? You say this is a game, you got
obviously
in there.
like the wrong way.
So what was your intention for leaving him in there?
And it's not fair. It is not fair. You guys are trying to, again, he's in there. Night, night.
That's what happened.
No.
That's absolutely what happened.
Intentionally.
How's it not? You got up off the couch, walked up a flight of stairs, and got in your bed.
Thinking he was going to get out.
And he didn't. And you still didn't go down and check
And it's
on
the
him.
whole 30-minute thing that you guys are trying to do.
I don't care about 30
whatever.
minutes.
It's like, for all I know, it's like 10 minutes.
He's begging for his life, telling you he can't breathe.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like, I don't. I didn't intentionally mean for this to happen.
But you
Then what
can't
did you
tell us
intend?
why.
Yeah, what did you
you left him
intend?
there and went upstairs. That's my only issue. Like, what am I supposed to write?
Oh my God.
So
This
my
is
thing is, though, it's what I have a feeling is I went upstairs and just hit the bed kind of thing.
wow.
But again, I'm thinking he'll be up here in a minute.
And he wasn't.
I go out.
But my question is, why didn't you just let him out prior to going up?
I don't know why.
He's begging to be let out. He's not laughing. He's not having fun.
Guys,
You said
I don't
this
know.
was supposed to be fun. You were laughing before. Before you said he was laughing, you were laughing. You went upstairs. He had his fingers out of the bag and he was playing. Well, obviously that's not the case.
So are you guys, so what is it you're trying to, like
Yep.
Trying to figure out why.
It was just a regular ass
Why?
suitcase, D. Marie.
Why?
What was the motivation for leaving
Just
him
a
in the
regular ass suitcase.
Why did
I didn't have any motivation. It was me, he and I having a great day, fooling around and being stupid.
See, now this was probably this entire hour and 50. God, we've still got an hour of this to go. Fuck me. We're going to be really late. Oh, God. I talk too much. Sorry for being all ADHD and shit. This is probably the smartest thing she said during the entire thing. What was your intention? First-degree murder requires the intent, the planning to commit murder. And unintentionally, like literally accidentally, I think, she hit the jackpot here by saying, I didn't intend to kill him, it just happened, which would be what second-degree murder is. And hopefully next week we'll be able to have our very own Florida death penalty appellate lawyer, Stephen N. Gosney, here on the stream to talk about this. But second-degree murder is basically you have zero regard, you do shit with zero regard for human life. So by unintentionally saying that she had no intention, but it just happened, she didn't give a crap, she just went to sleep and fell asleep, that may have saved her from a first-degree murder charge. So there we go. Now, because they've charged her with second-degree murder, as we've mentioned before, she's charged with the second-degree murder, which carries a sentence, if she's found guilty, of 16 3/4 years to life in prison. So literally, this accidental statement of hers may have saved her from the death penalty.
Stupid. And apparently me going upstairs and hitting the bed, not going to sleep, where it's like, I'm tired now, I'm going to go to sleep.
That's excluding, it's a good analogy for the day, excluding the fact that he's got a bump on the back of his head, a bump on the front of his head, and his lip is busted. And he has a bump on his eye.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. Like, this is not fair at all.
Yes.
At
that
all.
You all are assuming that
At
that's
all. At all.
If you were, say it's opposite, you were in the suitcase and you're asking to be let out, would you hope that that person would let you out? Like, you're asking to be let out of a suitcase, should they not let you out?
Well, because 17 years would be ridiculous, Ashton.
Eventually.
I don't know.
I'm guessing. I mean, I'm blaming it on the wine.
But that's what everybody would say, not just Nick. Literally every lawyer would
So
say,
you guys
"Shut
are
the
like
f up
assuming that,
and get a lawyer."
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
but you guys are assuming that that's what I did.
No, by what,
Like, this is-
the facts of what happened, we got there, you said you pulled him out of a suitcase, you said you went up, you went to bed. We're not assuming that. These are the facts that you're telling us.
But
Now
what
we're
you said
asking
is
you
like,
to
oh, I'm
explain them.
tired. Oh, I'm tired.
Well, that's what you told me on a sworn recorded statement yesterday. Because when I said, oh, you went upstairs and passed out, you were like, no, I did not pass out. You got attitude with me because you were
Yep.
thought I was assuming that you were drunk.
Oh,
So
God,
that's
don't
an
argue with the
assumption.
police,
That
you
was an assumption
stupid
when I said you
woman.
passed out. And guess what? You corrected me.
You were very adamant about the fact that both of you had your wits about you. What's your favorite word to use?
Compass mentis.
You've used it today, too, to say that you guys were.
What's your favorite word? Non-compos mentis. Yeah, like you're not mentally competent. I don't know why, but any normal human being that uses the word non-compos mentis. I had a friend that did that, like back in the 90s, a good friend of mine. She would always refer to people as being non-compos mentis, and it just made me laugh at her and think she was like stupid. But yeah. Seriously, these cops are great. She is really, really bad. Yeah. Darth Sarah, these are not the facts you're looking for. Oh God.
Within your wits. There's two empty bottles of wine.
No, but we can drink both of them.
I think you did.
Two? There was one a minute
There's
ago.
receipts for the
They were
same
both
exact day.
purchased yesterday, so I don't know how you didn't. Because they weren't there the day before.
Oh, wait, I didn't know that. Now, if I had two empty wine bottles in my house, that would be a normal thing. I mean, off the top of my head, I think I probably have 1, 2, 3, probably 4 empty bottles of wine in my house. But the fact that they know that these 2 bottles were purchased the day before, she's kept the receipt somewhere where the cops could find them. She's like, we didn't drink 2 bottles of wine yesterday. Well, you bought them yesterday and they're both empty, so I think you really did drink them yesterday, babe. Oh, yes, yeah, you can't see it here, but like straight up there, about 3 shelves above is where I keep my wine cabinet, my wine cooler. Not the wine cooler, the cooler that you put wine in. And anyway, oh my God. Yeah, don't leave your receipts laying around if you're going to try to argue something different.
The one was.
2 Publix receipts from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing purchased on either one was a single bottle of wine. 2 of them. You have each bottle of wine that was empty in your garbage can that you purchased yesterday, or he purchased, but you 2 would have consumed together.
Okay, well,
I mean, it's receipts, so it's not even worth it.
That's a bitch.
So this is, so I don't know what you guys are, I don't know.
We were just hoping that we could figure out why
What was the motivation?
There was no motivation.
Yeah, see, they want to get her to
Watch
say
the
that she
video,
killed someone,
After
but she is
talking to
saving
you,
herself from
everything was
first-degree murder by
laughing and fun.
denying any
Now we're
intent.
watching a video where it's not laughing and fun. He's begging for his life, and you are in a very angry voice telling him to fuck off.
No.
Yes,
It's not.
that's absolutely what it was. It's not
Shut
an
up, Guy
assumption.
Vermectin.
The
I do
video's
not.
there. We played it for you.
So you guys think that I intentionally,
You did.
It
You got
doesn't
up
matter
off the couch
It doesn't
and
matter
walked
what
up
we
the couch,
think.
or walked up the stairs and got into bed. That was intentional. There's no way getting around that. You intentionally did that. Nobody drug you up there. You didn't float up the damn stairs.
Yeah, her
Okay, well, it's
boyfriend
not
couldn't drag
fair.
her to bed
It's
because
not
he was in a
fair
suitcase.
that you guys keep trying to say that that's what I did.
That's what you did. You literally
told
did
us
that.
You didn't go upstairs?
Again, there was a hole in a suitcase. I unzipped it from the hole with one finger,
Well, the damn hole didn't do him no good, did it?
but he could push it open.
No, we
Did he?
couldn't.
I love this cop. I love this cop. Yeah, even if you did leave the hole didn't do him no damn good, did it?
The video
No.
shows him pushing up.
And
If he could push it open, why wouldn't he have gotten out himself? Why would he beg you to open it?
tell
Okay,
you he can't breathe.
okay.
If
I-
someone
I-
can do something for themselves, they're gonna do it. They don't need assistance unless they need assistance.
So, but why would he start doing it?
Because he couldn't, because it was all the way zipped.
Okay,
Didn't see it.
it wasn't.
Oh, Jesus.
I intentionally didn't do it. That I intentionally did not do.
What's that? You didn't intentionally do what?
Zip it all the way. He
Back to
nor
the-
I
Well, he's dead as a
lay
result of your
hands on
action.
each other.
He's dead as a result of
I
your
understand
action.
that.
So,
That's why
You
this.
two didn't lay hands on each other.
Oh my God. He's dead as a result of your actions. I know that, she said. That's how that imagine how that reads in a court transcript. He died as a result of your actions. He's dead as a result of your actions. I know that. That's how that reads in the transcript. It's like if you ever listen to Bill Burr's comedy skits, he does a great one about court transcripts. How if you just read the transcript, you don't get the picture of what's going on. He talks about going out with the girl, and she's like going, "No, stop, don't. Oh, you're so bad. Stop it. No, don't do that." And then you get to court, and it's like, "No, stop. Don't do that. You're bad. No, stop." It's different. So this isn't going to be good when they read the transcript back.
No. I don't have anything.
You're right.
He doesn't. Whatever that is, whatever it
He
is.
does.
See, this is what happens. It's not fair that you guys, just because he has those, automatically blame it on me. Like,
well,
Where else
what
are you
about
gonna
when
go?
you had your injuries and he gets arrested? Is that not fair?
really? Like,
It's
really?
the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
Really?
He has injuries. You have injuries. Like, what does that mean?
I don't have any injuries.
Correct.
Because
There's a
he and I
whole-
have not been at it with one another.
So every time that you guys fight, you both hit each other? So you should have probably
No.
gone to jail all those times that he went to
No.
jail for domestic?
Well, the one time I did, but he completely trashed the police report. Because that's nothing what happened. Because the reason why I got taken in was because my story was different than his. So I'm being portrayed as like this abuser.
We're not saying that he doesn't abuse you.
Absolutely.
We're not saying.
Past
So I'm the
tense,
one that's
he's
being
dead.
portrayed as the abuser. Because
Oh
I
my
have never
God.
dealt with anything like this before. I don't know what to do, how to do it.
I've never dealt with anything like this before. I hope you've never locked someone else in a suitcase to the point that they were begging to be let out because they couldn't die. Couldn't breathe and they were dying, and you went upstairs and left them to die. I hope you've never dealt with this before. Holy crap! Yeah. Oh my God. All right, go play.
And I always know what to do and how to do it. This, I don't know. So I don't know, like, what's going on or, like,
We are simply trying to find out as well. Again, we got one side of the story.
They are just
You're telling
brutal
us,
with
we're
her.
going with what you're saying, but then
They're
we
not
find
letting her
out
off the hook
that
for
it is what you're
anything.
telling us.
and I don't even remember doing that.
You're telling us that we're assuming stuff, but what we're simply
Yeah,
doing is
apparently
telling
she
what we
did.
saw
That's
in
what a
the
lot of
video.
people are
I
saying.
understand.
What you told us,
I understand. Because I don't remember that.
okay? Doesn't mean it didn't happen just because you don't remember it.
So is the texting thing something about me? Like, what's,
The what? Texting? Oh, no, I'm texting.
No,
you guys are scaring me, so, like, I don't know, like, what to expect. I mean, I had questions of things that need to be taken care of, like, I don't.
What are your questions?
I have one last question. You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in a bag when he's begging you, saying, "I can't breathe, let me out," and you said, "Fuck you." And you got up off the couch and went upstairs and left him in that bag.
Not intentionally.
Again,
I would
That's
never
true.
do that to George.
You did.
Not
It happened.
intentionally.
Oh my Lord, Jesus, good God. Your intention doesn't really matter. That's the difference between first degree murder and second. They're buying this I didn't intend to bullcrap. That's why you got second degree murder. Holy crap. Yeah, as all of you have been saying since this started, she just thinks if, I didn't mean to do it, then I'm not going down for second degree murder. That doesn't matter. If you did something with no regard whatsoever for human life, guess what you're guilty of?
Know that.
I don't.
And again, mind you, there's still 50 minutes left. We're barely past the halfway mark, and things are going horrifically bad for her here. Wow. Yeah, this is just, I mean, all joking aside, this is really, really bad. And I know she's afforded the presumption of innocence until she's proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt by a jury of her peers in a fair trial. But okay, we're 2 hours, we're exactly 2 hours and 43 seconds into this, so I can say she's fucked. She's guilty. That's my opinion. I mean, if the prosecution, does something horrifically wrong, or if the defense pulls up some amazing argument, I'm open to changing my position that she may be not guilty. But right now, she looks pretty toast. And I've got an absolute just F ton of super chats to get through here. So yeah, McLeod54, vocal fry. I wish I was Steph. Yeah, the investigating attorney. She kind of has that vocal fry going. Death penalty worthy? No. Again, 16 3/4 years to life in prison. That's the possible punishment. Does she lawyer up at some point during this trial? Yeah, she's got a lawyer now. But all of this was said under oath after being Mirandized. So this is what her lawyer has to work with. Not a lot. Phil Moore, missing my second super chat. Very important. Is that this one? Did I miss another super chat? I don't think I did. Did I? Let me scroll up. Phil Moore. I stand with women that most... I read that. What about the deserving the suitcase treatment? I read that already. Michelle, this can be used as a form of torture in Gitmo. Oh my God, yeah. Al-Qaeda would confess to whatever you wanted. See, this would be cruel and unusual punishment. This would be a human rights violation to play this interrogation loudly over the speakers at Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, this would be against the Geneva Convention. Vince Clortho, hey, long time no see, brother. The wife noticed that they were divorced 1.5 years, and she was with her boyfriend for 3.5 years. Is that right? I don't know how long they were divorced, but they've been together almost 4 years with her and her boyfriend. So, hey, if she's only been divorced 1.5 years, that would be so far down the things that surprised me about this trial. That would be almost unnoticeable. Baloney Bong says she does not excel at rebuttal during interrogation. Correct, she does not. I can see why she's been through 6 lawyers. Yeah, and there's some rumor that she's fired or somehow her new lawyers have gotten out of this, which may delay the trial. But I haven't seen anything concrete about that online yet, and I've searched. So, I mean, I may be wrong, but I just haven't seen it. She is scheduled to go to trial on Monday, the 30th of this month, which is why we're doing all of this now. I thought she excelled at everything except time. If only she were a time lord. Psycho TikTok just had to tell you I've been here since your very first live stream, Jeff, and I'm still here. Oh my God, wow. Not even the goat in my earbud is a deal breaker. Psycho TikTok, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here for the last, 8 months-ish. Bella Stella became a YouTube member. Welcome. Congratulations for being our newest member. Bella Stella, deeply appreciated. Fondin says, she gave him CPR. I wonder if she slipped him the tongue while doing mouth to mouth. Don't, no! Now bring on the sheep, goat. Oh no, Pluto in Not a Planet. He's a dog. All right, that's just for you because you gave me $10. Thank you. Tilly T, thank you so much for your super chat. Jeff, enjoying this immensely late. late in, so am behind, but enthralled by your commentary, LMAO. As a kid, a girl, not a goat. I see what you did there. Me and my big brother always had pen knives, pretty big too. Not allowed these days. That sucks. Steve the sheep god, he couldn't find the hole. No, you can't say that. There's a hole in the suitcase, dear Sarah, dear Sarah. There's a hole in the suitcase, you lying bitch. Great song. Congratulations for that one, Georgina. That was pretty good. These cops are pissed. Yeah, they're done with her. They have zero tolerance for her BS, and they're just taking a hard line approach and pinning her to the wall. Irish Rover. Wait, so she is Karen-fying her interrogation. I want to speak to the manager. Yeah, that's pretty much what she's doing. All right, let's see. We've got Rick Nikita, $5. She's bigger on the inside. Your Honor, the defendant is a TARDIS, like a retardus. Flux, thank you so much. So in situations like this, and Daryl Brooks, no trial, just sentencing, just my opinion. Shouldn't waste time on a trial when we know the facts. Oh, that pesky due process that we all have to do with that ensures our rights to a fair trial if we are ever wrongfully accused of something. But yeah, I kind of generally agree with you. All right, we have cleared the super chat. Now let's go into the home stretch here. We've got 50 minutes left, and currently we have 32,975 subscribers. We need 25 subscribers only to get us to 33,000. So if some of you who have not yet subscribed to this channel can find it within your heart to go down there and just click that subscribe button and get us to 33,000, I will be the happiest MFing camper on the entire YouTube platform. You guys are great. The Vice Squad rocks. All of you watching this now, all 1,453 of you are super awesome people. And hit that subscribe button and come back tomorrow for some retro O.J. Simpson trial, where we're going to be watching Barry Scheck, the founder of the Innocence Project, completely decimate LA criminologist Dennis Fung about his evidence collecting techniques in a brutal 8.5-day cross-examination that was so bad. When the prosecution star witness in the O.J. Simpson case, the criminologist Dennis Fung, got off the stand, he literally hugged and shook hands with the defense team. That's how bad he was crushed by defense during his 8.5-day cross-examination. So, all right, hit that subscribe button. Come back tomorrow for some OJ. Let's get back in this week. I still got 50 minutes to go, so we got to rock through this. And like a lot of these interrogations, they leave them alone for minutes or, like long periods of time. They're just hammering on her constantly.
Know that.
You got up and you went.
And where can I get a fuchsia shirt like
Alcohol
that?
is a shitty thing.
No, it isn't.
It's
Curb your
alcohol.
tongue, you dirty whore.
Not
Alcohol's
again.
great.
The reason that you killed him?
You all.
Please sit
Shut
down.
your dirty whore mouth. Alcohol is
You
great.
all listen. I did not intentionally kill him.
So your intention.
I don't know what it is I
to
need to
punish
do
him?
or how to do it or what to say or how to say it.
But what was your intention?
Everyone knows. Everyone knows everything that I've done for George and love him and continuously helped him throughout his life with me and made him a happier, better person.
Until you killed him,
Everyone
allegedly.
Everybody has their limits.
So it's like, okay, so while we're in a good place right now, I'm going to snap. Is that what it, while we're in a good place right now?
You did.
Absolutely. I got you on video screaming, "Fuck you."
While he's in a suitcase, can't breathe.
Like when you're choking me, this is what it feels like.
Which was however long ago. You
The
said.
video was from last night.
Clearly,
So it wasn't
inside
that.
yet.
Yeah.
there's still feelings towards it. You want
15
to-
subscribers left.
But I would never do that.
But it happened, and you did.
But you
But
did.
that's after being playful
But no one's
and
laughing.
having a good day.
No one's laughing except you.
Everybody's
I would hate to see
having
a
a
bad
good day. Oh, I'm sorry?
I would hate to see a bad day.
Y'all are making me out to be a person that I'm not. Or will I ever be.
Or are you a different person when you're drunk?
People have different personalities after they consume alcohol.
It depends.
Dun dun dun.
Well,
Because you're sober now, so sober you.
Nice
Well, what
person,
about drunk you?
easygoing.
not, it's both of us. It's both.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like
And again, it's
your
not
opinion, man.
fair that you all are assuming that the marks that he has on him are from me.
We asked you where they came from.
I have no idea.
Well, nobody else was there, so nobody else was
I have no idea. I swear I did not lay a hand on him,
Okay. You just zipped them in the bag.
nor he.
You just zipped them in the bag. And then you flipped the bag around several times.
Yeah,
I didn't
touch him. I just put him in a suitcase and
Flip the bag around?
No,
What?
why would I do that?
Well, you did.
oh, Jesus Christ, woman. Now she's saying she didn't intentionally flip the bag over? She put him in the suitcase, zipped it up, and flipped the bag over. Now she's saying she didn't flip the bag over?
What you talking about, Willis?
Wow. All right, let's see where this goes.
Good question, you did.
When he was upside down.
Right.
Well, you had to put them upside down.
You can't get in a suitcase upside down
Yeah.
because the
Oh my
when
gosh.
you put the
See,
stuff
and that's the
in where his
unfortunate.
body was.
That's the unfortunate thing
Was
too,
upside
is nobody else was there. That's the
We have a
unfortunate
video
thing.
showing the suitcase in several different positions. So it shows, one, like she just said, it had to have been on its back with the lid open for him to get in there, for you to zip it up. Then it shows it on the other side with him in it, so you had to flip it to there. Then there's another video where it's on his back again, so you had to flip it
I'm
to there.
leaving it like this, please.
Yeah, very quickly. There's literally 3 videos. I thought there was only 2. Now I guess there's 3 where it's upside down, then it's right side up, then it's upside down again. Yeah, not good.
I'm leaving it like this. I did not intentionally do this.
That doesn't
No
matter
malicious
at all.
intent or effort was towards this. No malicious.
I would
I'm
say
disappointed
this does
video.
help you sleep.
They're
but
out there,
you're not
John.
sleeping, so.
I mean,
Last night, I
The-
maybe got an hour.
Right.
in your voice, you can hear the maliciousness. The fuck you is very, very,
You don't talk to people
Obvious.
like that. That's not like a common like,
Nope.
hey Scott, fuck you.
Thank
That's not common. It's not something people do. And no one that sees that is gonna think that.
Okay.
So we were trying to give you an opportunity and it is what it is.
There's no maliciousness towards
Okay.
that.
I would probably be telling myself that too
My
after that
intent,
video.
my intent was not for that to happen.
But you went upstairs and went to bed. Or maybe you passed out, I don't know. whichever.
Waiting for him. And the whole time frame thing, it's like, it's
Regardless.
That's not really
Regardless.
fair.
Regardless, waiting for him, it's not like you walked up the stairs. You can't fly up the stairs. No one can take you up the stairs.
Okay.
You go up the stairs, you lay in the
know.
bed, and you wait for him. Who cares if it's 5 minutes? Who cares if it's 30 freaking seconds? He's begging for his life. He's begging to get out. You go upstairs.
you leave them.
It doesn't matter. So get the time
Jackie
frame out of
K,
your mind.
just
This
go
whole
down
thing,
right.
This, like, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, because
God, everybody, stop yelling so I can tell Jackie K how to subscribe. Go down right under the video. There's like a little subscribe button. Just hit that. That's all you got to do where it says subscribe. Just make sure it's not red. And then you're all good. All right. Let's get back to her yelling at all of us again.
there's this. So it doesn't matter anything what it is I say. So it makes no difference whatsoever.
It's just you're lying and like you're now changing
Who's
your
lying
story.
about what?
You're now you were drunk.
Oh, I never said that I was drunk.
Exactly, but you did here today. That's okay.
You said earlier.
Everything recorded.
Alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol.
You blamed it on the alcohol. Alcohol does a lot to people.
Yes, but I never said I was drunk.
Okay.
Yes.
So you did this sober. You knowingly left them down there sober.
I have already told both of you also that we were both drinking.
Were you sober or
I'm
not?
telling you all both. This has changed my life.
Yeah,
will take
because you're
it.
going to be in jail for the rest of your life.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's a true statement.
Absolutely. But you're trying to dance around the fact that
So,
you
but what
did
are you,
leave them
okay,
there.
just,
You left them in there. You did, trying to
Oh my
dance around the
gosh,
fact you left them in there.
This is not,
You didn't leave him in
it's
there?
not, it's not cool.
God.
Like, this is not cool.
It's not cool.
That it's,
He's dead. It's
but
not
you
cool.
think that I did that intentionally. You think that I did
Malcolm
that
Willis,
intentionally.
Jesus Christ, I can see why he got in the
You went
suitcase
upstairs to a
now.
different room.
You intentionally did that.
You did.
Yes.
Because I'm thinking he's gonna get out.
Okay, and he didn't.
Obviously not.
When somebody's begging, saying, I
But
can't
when you
breathe.
say that though, but you have to, y'all
Please
don't,
let me out. I can't
y'all
breathe.
don't know George though. Like, that, again, I thought it was the boy crying wolf. So it's just like, what?
Oh, so if your son was in there and said, I can't breathe, are you
Not at
gonna
all.
open it, or is he 9, so he's not, you know,
Really?
it's not a big deal? I'm valid question.
If your son was in there, would you have left him in there? Or is it okay because he was only 9? Watch where this goes.
Oh, you said you would never put your son in a suitcase. You would only put George in there.
No, George got in a suitcase.
And you zipped it up.
Not all the way and not intentionally to leave him there.
But that's what happened. You keep going away from it.
I don't know.
That's exactly what happened. You went up to bed, woke up the next
Are
day.
you all trying to have me admit that? Like, are you trying to have me admit that? Because I will never admit it because it's not true. It's not true.
I'm basically stating as a fact because that's what happened.
Lacey Pettit became a YouTube member. Welcome to the Clean and Sober Crew, our newest member.
Asking to be let out. You go upstairs.
So what, guys? So what? Like, just.
Yes, John,
I
that
don't
is
know
the
what you
rumor.
want me to say, other than it was not out of maliciousness or intentional. I don't know what or how I can say it. I love George. Love him. To this day, still. Love him.
Love makes you
It
crazy.
kind
It
of
doesn't
is,
do,
Vince.
it's not one of those things where it's like, oh gosh, you know what? I've done enough for you at this point. I never gave up on him.
Okay.
Why I'm here today, I'm still not giving up on him.
Because she's stupid, Joe.
I would do anything for him.
Well, you gave up
Including
checking
put him
up
in.
on him,
I wouldn't let him out of a suitcase.
I would do anything for him. You wouldn't let him out of the suitcase. These cops are brutal. These are like some seriously based cops. I would do anything for him. Well, you didn't let him out of the suitcase. Oh, my Lord.
He's dead, Joe.
We're simply just trying to go through. I mean, again, you gave us a completely different story that you churched up to. This was such a lasting matter.
It was fun.
Not by that
All
video.
day, all
Not by
day.
that video. That
All
part
day.
wasn't. Anybody looking at it doesn't. I don't think anybody would look at that video and go, George is having fun right now.
So why is it you all think that y'all don't know me, you don't know me.
Nope.
Would do something like that, especially having a 9-year-old son.
I don't know.
Like,
having
why-
a 9-year-old son would.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to stop this here to say thank you to everybody in my chat, everybody who's here right now, all 1,529 of you. We just hit 33,000 subscribers. Like seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so incredibly much. You guys are great. I couldn't do this without you. I wouldn't be here without you. I deeply appreciate your trust, your reliance in me, and your willingness to subscribe to my channel and give me a chance at this. We're at 33,000, 17 more, and we're at my initial milestone of 50,000. I don't know how we're going to get. I want to be at 50,000 by May. We'll see if that happens. But for right now, all of you that helped me get here to 33,000, cheers. I mean, deeply, deeply indebted to you and deeply, deeply grateful for you. Thank you so much. Let's get on with this. You guys have just made my day. Thank you so much.
Like,
Why are you so like caught on what we think
Yeah.
when
because
you should
it's
be more
like
concerned about what you've told us,
it's because
and
what you guys
The
are
fact
like
that George
trying,
is dead.
the things that the video shows that are opposite of what you told us, and then what you've now
like
told
what
us
is
here
opposite?
today. Well, you said that it was funny, and you're the only one
We
laughing.
were playing before that.
Okay.
But then it stops.
Yeah.
It obviously stops being fun.
Well,
Because you're screaming at him. He's begging
I'm
to
so
get
happy.
out.
Thank you guys. Seriously. This really, really makes me happy. Thank you so much.
I don't know what you all want me to tell you. In no way, shape, or form was this intentional. At all. Ever.
Are you still gonna allow us to do your fingernails?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna get that set up.
Oh my Lord. Wow.
Do you need any more water? No, but when you come back, can I ask about this?
Yeah.
So what?
Just don't understand.
So it
I don't
was.
understand how your story changes so much to the
How
fact
is
that
it changing?
Because she's fucking lying to you. You know why her story
Understand.
changes so much.
went on about how this was such a playful thing and you guys were laughing. And it probably was for a few minutes, but then it obviously changes. The whole demeanor of this whole situation completely changes. It's not the funny, laughing matter. He's not laughing at all.
Because he's dead. He can't laugh.
You absolutely sound serious.
I
You're
didn't think
answering
so. Like,
You don't think your voice, you sounded serious?
it's okay. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
That you murdered him because
was
you
a
tried to
great
kill
day.
him because you did it
didn't
intentionally? That's
end
what I
well.
want you to say.
I
Obviously.
was gonna say, that's, I mean,
I can't explain to you. I can't explain to you how horrific it was.
okay,
Oh, try. Try to
Horrific.
explain.
Because I don't remember taking those videos.
okay.
How horrific. I'm thinking he's in the bathroom. I'm
You
thinking
liar.
he's downstairs in the laptop.
You lying
I
bitch.
can't find him.
You lying bitch.
So what's gonna happen? Like,
Here's what gets me though, is you don't remember taking videos, you don't
Yep.
know where he is, you don't remember him being in the suitcase, and you're still telling me that you had your wits about you.
I
How does
said
somebody
that
have their
too.
wits about them when,
See, that's the
They
thing
have all
too,
this
but
stuff.
you can clearly tell that I had been drinking some. You can
Yeah.
clearly tell.
I had,
Yeah, you can clearly tell when you say, that's how it feels when you shit on me. Yeah, you can clearly tell she was drinking more than 2 or 3 glasses of wine.
several people that came up to me in that apartment complex said that you were drunk on a daily basis. and
Oh
you were
my
screaming at
gosh.
him
Right.
regularly.
And if you remember, if you watched this yesterday, her ex-husband kind of threw her under the bus, saying she has an alcohol problem and she was already drinking that morning before the cops got there. Yeah, so her ex-husband just kind of chucked her right under the wheels of the bus.
Right.
Really?
Right. Talk to the property
Really?
manager. Talk to the property manager.
Okay.
Because it's not,
These are your neighbors, the one that live next to you. Your property manager does not live next to you. They see you every day. How
Oh
many,
my
you had 2 neighbors you
gosh.
went to and asked to go
See,
use the
that is
restroom.
just
and
not
they said no.
fair.
Hold on. You had 2
Not
different
fair.
neighbors that lived directly next to you. You asked to use the restroom and they told you no and turned you away. You had to go
oh,
across the way to somebody else.
no, okay. Kim and Kim is not a nice person.
Okay.
She's just automatically not nice. Even after me and Lucas went over there and introduced ourselves, she's just not a nice person.
Then why would you think she would let you use a restroom?
Because Eli was in there. Eli comes over and talks to us sometimes, which I think pisses Kim off because he comes over and talks to us. The 2 of them, they're like super standoffish all the time.
Like you.
My neighbors down the street, down the way, their toilet was broken. They had stuff in the bathroom. So then they're like, go over there and try over there.
There's 2 bathrooms.
I
So
would
both
let
are
somebody go
bathrooms?
upstairs and use my personal bathroom. That's what the
Really?
downstairs one is for.
If it's somebody you like, would you? Or somebody you knew?
They're in the process of doing all this stuff in the kitchen, and there's stuff in the bathroom, and the toilet doesn't work. Just walk across the way, no problem. And of course they let me in. Them and them, they're together. They're families. And nonetheless, what you really want to know, and I hope it doesn't get them in trouble, but he is over here illegally. So he's trying to work on getting his green card.
Well, let's just throw that into the mix. Now he's here illegally. Oh. Oh, this is just bad. Just go. Fuck, I got nothing to add.
What does that got to do with you using the restroom?
They didn't want to be involved.
Should I use yours? You gotta use yours.
No, I was asking last night, because, I mean, we had several different people in the
Assuming
neighborhood come
that
up saying
Eli
that
and
she was
Kim,
drunk on a regular basis.
Eli and Kim, okay. Did you ask Vinny next door?
Those are the ones next door that she asked to use the restroom, and they said no.
No, she said no.
Okay.
And like I said, she's not a nice person.
They're coming. What are your questions?
Yep.
I can help you out.
Who's coming?
To do the
Yeah,
fingernails.
you said that we could.
And you don't have to allow us to do it, just so you know, so don't think that it's.
I don't have a problem.
Okay. Just make sure.
So, am I getting my phone back?
Not today.
No, you're not getting your phone back.
What about Lucas's laptop?
No,
Not today.
you're not getting anything back. You're going to
Exactly.
jail.
We're still going through everything.
Oh, that's fine.
You're the one just telling us there's videos that we need to see on it, so we need
That's
to do our
fine.
due diligence that we go through everything.
See, and that backfires on me now too, because now you all think that I had even more, in quotes, intent to do what I did then, which was not intentional.
What's that?
In that, is that correct?
She's asking about your tag in your hand.
No, but I'm asking if that's correct.
No, I'm not gonna
We're not
agree to
making
anything that you're saying. I'm not, that you're.
So his probation officer,
Mm-hmm.
do you all inform her or do I need to call her?
We don't have to inform her, so if you would like to call her, you can. Are you saying because he's still on probation?
No, but because of the nice lady that she is and all that she's done for him, I thought I didn't know how it was.
Legally, we just have to tell his parents, and we don't go telling,
Everybody else?
I didn't even know who his probation officer was, so no, I wouldn't go tell.
So the same thing for classes. I need to do that too.
Oh my God.
Classes. You need to do what?
Substance abuse class and his battered
Cancel.
intervention.
Yeah, we
Something
don't
else I
have
was
to
just
call
getting ready to
him.
ask. So, other than this, so initially, what was the cause of death?
She is still pending because she wants to hold the body for an additional day to see if more of those bruises turn into something bigger. And she's doing
So
some other
that-
tests that she's got.
That implies the coroner. She said the court doesn't really imply this exactly what she said. She specifically stated it. She wants to see if some of these bruises occurred at the time of death and that they continue to develop post-mortem, which would indicate what people are saying, that she probably put him in the suitcase and pushed him down the stairs. Adriana, Kinky Logan, Utah is so proud. Why? What did Kinky Logan, Utah do? Adriana, what did Logan do? Logan's an awesome place. Why are you talking about Logan, Utah, my hometown? Well, what happened? What are you talking about? Nobody ever mentions my hometown unless they want to get some attention. So tell me what's up. All right, guys, let's get back into this. But tell me why you're talking about Logan, Utah. Just curious.
Gotta do. So she's pending it for now.
So, and that couldn't have been because of him being in the suitcase? Or
That's
y'all are
her-
saying that I
that's what-
physically did it?
That's what she's determining.
So,
The ones on the head, I asked her, could that have been from the suitcase, and she said she didn't think so.
I didn't touch him, nor did he touch me.
Yeah, because the suitcase was in between your
I'm leaving
hands
it
and
at that.
his. I'm leaving it at that. Or as the subtitle says, I'm living in a
I
dad.
didn't touch him, nor did he touch me.
Yeah, because she was touching the suitcase and he was touching the suitcase. So they were on opposite sides of the suitcase. So she never touched him. I bet that's what she's really seriously thinking.
I'm leaving it at that.
I'm living in a dad.
So I don't know if you all know how to do this because so that's what I was get ready to ask you. So are you all updating his parents today or when you get final whatever?
What does it matter? Why? What
Because
we
they
tell
asked
her,
you.
maybe?
Because
We're gonna talk with them.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have to.
but it's gonna come down to me.
What do you mean?
Because she's
Like,
stupid.
So it's being put on me.
Who said that?
But I'm not, so what is it you would tell them?
We're gonna.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. The suitcase is touching you.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
whatever
Well,
bruise,
here's
scratch,
the thing,
and
here's the thing.
whatever on the head.
We had to deliver news to them last night that their son was dead. There's not a whole lot of conversation that goes on after that. It's not a very easy thing
Was
to
it
do.
yesterday or Sunday?
She doesn't
Sunday.
even know what the fuck day she killed this dude. Oh my God, allegedly. Ah. I'm so done with her. So done. Wait, what day was it that I put him in the suitcase and killed him? Allegedly.
Today's Tuesday, right?
Did we not meet you yesterday? We met you yesterday.
Oh my God.
I'm just asking. Right? Did we not meet yesterday?
Oh my God.
It's a valid question.
Really? Yes, on Monday.
Okay.
Oh my God. See
Got
you
it.
next Tuesday. Nice, Ashton.
So I don't know if I asked you guys or
Oh
how
my
I find
God.
out about his parents, which is not gonna happen.
Yeah, probably a terrible idea.
Whew.
How do you guys suggest me finding out about funeral?
That's not even something that's been probably talked about between the family. That's not something we ask. We have no way of.
I didn't know, that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking.
It's gonna
So,
be up to them to make the arrangements of what they want to do. Like she just told you this quick, just being told last night, I'll pretty much be willing to wager that they have not even considered what they're gonna do.
I
Yeah,
thought
and
he
it
came
doesn't
early,
matter
so.
because you're going to be
I've
in
been there
jail.
with parents, grandparents, and uncles. So I don't know if I have the right to or not, but like I was gonna call his former employees whom he really cared for and let them know.
Oh, babe, you're not helping the cops.
All
You're
we want.
I just don't wanna do
Jesus.
something that I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
Um,
kill somebody. How about that?
How do I go about getting his wedding ring, engagement ring?
Oh,
The
Jesus!
medical examiner's office. It'll come to us eventually, and then we
It'll
can,
be released to
to
the
the
next
family.
of kin.
Yeah.
That's her question. How do I get his wedding ring? Holy shit. That's literally her question. That's the most important question she has right now. How do I get his wedding ring? And I like how the cop said, yeah, you ain't getting it. They're giving it to the next of kin, and you ain't it.
Okay.
I bought it for him.
God.
That is a civil issue. It was on his finger, it goes to them. They're the ones that are gonna release it. We don't have any say in that.
So I won't get that back.
Get that back? No! You're going to jail, bitch!
So
Gotcha,
for all
bitch.
of this, like, how do I find out what's what, how many, like, what's been found?
What do you mean?
Pillow with stain, swabs of stain from pillow, suitcase.
That will all be sent off to
FDLE?
Daily Florida Department of Law Enforcement. They do their testing.
So, and then like whatever white can with blood.
Nah,
like,
Winter
tied
Soldier,
with
she's
blood
not in
was
shock.
from the
She just
suitcase.
thinks she's getting out of this, and she ain't.
Why would you guys, oh, you'll see it in there, the baseball bat. For
The
Lucas.
baseball bat?
And their feet. And this is just his phone, my phone, and then the laptop.
The baseball bat.
Yeah, when anything can be released, we will release it, but we are very early in this investigation, and it's not an
So-
overnight process, unfortunately.
So what's next?
You're going to jail. That's what's next.
Swab your fingers.
No, I'm talking about like in the long run. Like, what do I need to like, do I need to be doing something or?
Getting a
like,
lawyer.
I can't tell you like, what to do.
I mean, like, so like for, like, I don't understand, like, I don't know if you guys are just gonna like, because it makes it sound like to me, like, I'm being accused of something that was not intentional.
Ding, ding, ding,
I'm
ding,
being accused
ding.
of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a handful of other things that I'm being accused of.
That is correct.
So I don't want to be at home with Lucas and you guys show up. So
we're still investigating. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
So is there going to be concrete whatever it is, and then it's like, okay, this is what it is kind of thing? Or like, because I've done the whole court thing. I've done the whole attorney thing. I've done whatever. So if I'm not admitting anything about being intentional and I killed George.
Okay.
That's not the situation, but it's trying to be pinned on me.
Okay.
That was not my intent. But it's trying to be pinned on me. So
Yeah.
however, or whatever it is I need to do in order for that to be proven, then I need to do so, which is why I'm trying to get my ducks in a row.
Oh my God.
So that's why I'm asking what the next step is, other than me getting my nails swabbed.
Getting a lawyer, how about that?
I mean, you want me to tell you how to not be accused of a crime? Is that what you're asking? Like,
I'm trying to prepare myself for whatever may
Are you
be
wanting
done,
to
so
tell
I
you how
can-
not to be accused of a
I gotta pick
crime?
up for myself.
I mean, I think you're doing just fine. You came, you talked.
I just don't want you guys to, again, show up and Lucas is in the house.
Oh my God.
Well, we did tell you yesterday that we don't want to do anything around your son, hence why you came to us. So I don't know why you think that's going to change.
That and or me not just show up back home.
I'm sorry, what? That or what?
Me just not show up back home. That's what, oh, he's so happy that I'm staying over at the house with Brian, like so happy. And I'm not going back to the house, to my house, for however long I can stay over here because of whatever to blow over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And again,
Oh
if you
my
don't mind me
God.
asking, so for whatever it is you all are claiming from the videos, which, yeah, is that what you're going to tell them? Like his parents? It's like, oh yeah, and by the way, she did.
Yeah.
Did what?
I mean, what would you tell him?
Oh my
I don't think it
God.
really matters what we're gonna talk.
Oh. And that's what she's worried about. What the police are going to tell the family about it. I can't get the ring. Well, what are you going to say to his family? Oh, this chick is just so done. She's so done. She is so done. And I got a bunch of super chats to blow through here because we're like 30 minutes behind. Rick Nikita says, I bet she thought that suitcase was bigger on the inside. Yes, the TARDIS suitcase. She's a crazy bitch, says Alan. Exactly. The DCV Titan. I would do anything for love except open that suitcase. I would do anything for love except open that suitcase. Nice song. Rip Meatloaf. Guy Vermectin, I feel like I should feel a bit guilty for enjoying this dismantling so much, but I don't. No, you shouldn't. I don't either. Just because body language isn't used in court doesn't mean it's on the level of voodoo. Ignorance made manifest on your part. Not really. Not really. It's a pseudoscience. It's just one step. It's not on the same level as voodoo. It's like one step above voodoo, I say. Fondant subs are free. Let's hit the mark because Lawrax is awesome. The Lawrax is currently at 33,016 subscriptions. Thank you so much to everybody. This is my favorite show. I have seen everyone. Oh my God, Fondant, you are the best. And Wolfram, notice that she does not have custody of her son. I wonder why. It's a joint custody. The morning of this murder, she was an alleged murder. The morning of this death of her boyfriend, she was supposed to go pick up her son. My previous super chat was prophetic. Thank you, based officer. Yeah. Cheers, Vices. Another milestone hit. Woo! Seriously, thank you, everybody. I deeply, deeply appreciate that. DCV Titan, not international, the new, if whatsoever. Okay, not intentional, not international. Shit. Me, no read good. Not intentional is the new, if whatever. What, if any? Congrats, Jeff, says Stephanie Tam. You deserve it. Just don't love us like Sarah B. Yeah. I'd love to put you all in a suitcase and just keep you in my living room. Show us some pup love instead, mods, minus Xcomer Triple said. You're amazing. Xcomer, you're okay. Where are the dogs? Oh, okay. Strawberry's over there, sitting on the chair asleep. And Yoda's just sprawled out under the table here. Rick Nikita again. I now understand why she's gone through like 6 lawyers. Yeah. And rumor has it that she's looking for a lawyer now, but I haven't seen anything to substantiate that. It may be true. I just haven't seen it yet. Shizzy Wiznut sounds like a good time to grift my way to 1,000K. Love you, Jeff. And your chat is the best. Go to Shizzy Wiznut on YouTube and subscribe. Get him to 1,000K so he can get his hours and his subscribe numbers, and he can get monetized. Why not? Do it. You know you want to. Stephanie Tam, Xcomer Triple Z, I love you. We all love him. Jeff, she mentioned several times she is sleep deprived. Could that get this whole thing excluded? No. Because if not, she's effed. Yes. She is as close to effed as you can possibly be right now. All right, we have cleared the super chats. We are down to our last 30 minutes. Let's rock it.
Tell the parents.
Oh yeah, it is a steel to the fire.
Listen to me right now,
Well,
Darth
we can't
Hideous.
hide things, and I don't know. I'm not saying we're gonna go. I'm not saying that we're gonna go and tell them every single thing we have. But again, this is the Orange County Sheriff's Office, that's public record. So eventually, like, this all will come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not. You're making it sound like we're gonna tell them something, so then your life is in danger, and I don't like that accusation. So let's just nip that in the butt right now.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
I cannot
What are we gonna
choose.
tell them?
But we can't even, so technically there's no concrete report yet, even.
Right, so
it's,
you want me to like tell you exactly what I'm gonna tell them? I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them. Let's just leave it at that. Just like you don't know why you went upstairs. I don't know what I'm gonna tell them.
So
Parents that are dealing with.
can I call you the way that I did last time?
Yeah, my phone is an open line. Missy should be there. I don't watch TV.
I get it. Look, I get it.
Yeah, what do you get? You tell us.
That looks really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what scares me. Like, what do I need to plan on? Like, what do I need to plan on? I promise you, on my son's life, it was not intentional. I promise you.
Doesn't matter, biatch.
On Lucas's life, it was not.
On Lucas's life, your son, the one
I
who
don't
was
know
stuck
you.
in
I
a
can't
suitcase
say I know
before?
anything about you. I don't know what would be a true statement, what would not. I mean, if you're promising on your son's life, that's fine.
That's how much it means.
Sorry.
That's how much it, look, that's how much it means.
Okay.
Serene's
I
guy,
hope you
no.
take that to heart.
She's just
Please.
dumb.
And it's documented that you said that, yeah, I get it.
You know, this cop's like
Do you have
drinking
any
whiskey.
idea when I can get my phone back?
What'd you say?
It's in this cop.
I mean, our digital forensics unit is.
Totally random comment, which may have something to do with the amount of alcohol I personally have consumed, although I'm not putting anybody in a suitcase this evening, is cop's got a shiny metallic fuchsia colored shirt. That's pretty cool. But if you look, it's got these lines on it, the horizontal and the vertical lines. Like, he knew he was going to be recording this awesome interrogation. So he got a brand new shirt and didn't even iron it before he put it on. He just unfolded it out of the package and put this amazing shirt on, which I really want to know where I can get a metallic fuchsia shirt, because this has serious Better Call Saul vibes. And I would be all the hell over this shirt if I could get one.
I just said no telling. I mean, our digital forensics unit is got a lot of cases on their plate. I mean.
Well, and that's not technically my laptop, it's Lucas's laptop. But he plays, you'll see all the games that he has on there.
as soon as we can get that back to Lucas, we will. As soon as we can release your phone, we will. But we have no way of being able to tell you because we don't have control over their caseload and how they arrange what they do. So I don't know. And at this point, I think, honestly, with everything else that's going on, that should probably be at the bottom of your list of worries.
I'm trying to make Lucas happy so he can have his laptop back.
Yeah, he ain't getting his laptop back. You've seen to that.
Did Brian not have a laptop for him?
He has his laptop that he has to do for work, but he doesn't want him using it or breaking or dropping. It's not a big deal. There's nothing on the laptop anyway. So you will keep me posted, like updated.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing, is I'm trying to figure out what I need to do in the meantime.
I don't know. I can't, like, I don't know what to tell you, though. Like, what?
But you all have more information than I do, where it's like, yeah, you might want to, or yeah, you might want to.
I'm sorry, what?
Like, we have more information on what?
Like,
We told you everything that we have. You know everything that we know.
Because you told us
And most of
everything
it
we know.
got from you.
Exactly.
but that,
Oh, snort.
like I
I
was
snorted.
telling her, like, yeah, that's bad. Like, which I swore in my son's life was unintentional.
Doesn't matter.
So that's why I'm trying to figure out what I need to do for myself
Okay.
going forward with this.
Get a
Nonetheless,
lawyer and
with
pray
his
to
family.
Jesus.
And are you all just showing up with Lucas in the house?
I think we've already both told you that we would be mindful of any situations.
Joe Brown's? Is that the name of the website? JoeBrowns.com?
So you guys, I guess you're gonna call me tomorrow? Or do we need to come back down here?
I'll chat with you next time.
Huh.
I have no idea what I'm going to call.
JoeBrowns.com is it?
Doesn't the report come out tomorrow?
Our report.
I'm just saying a report is generated through us, and the sheriff's office is a public entity. So if someone
Yeah.
wants to come request something, then
No, I'm talking about, his autopsy.
she's waiting and doing more follow-up, but
She's looking at him again,
yeah.
but she won't be finished with him because she's pending for other stuff.
So after this, what?
Hmm.
I'm done? For now?
Yeah, you're done. You're going to jail. That's what's happening. Wow.
How long does this stuff take to get back?
The
Most
FDA
of that
results.
you won't get back. The swabs and stuff will stay.
But I'll know about it?
Yeah, we're kind of winding down here.
The
She's
dispatch center keeps
pretty
calling my
much
phone. I keep
just said
having
everything
to
she needs
call
to
them,
say.
see what they need.
I hope you
Wow.
all can really both truly understand that that was not my intent.
Doesn't matter.
I miss him a lot.
I mean,
No more.
but my question has remained the same. What do you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position like that?
Yeah. There you go.
Yes, but you have to understand too, I know.
No,
doesn't.
just what would you expect to happen to somebody when you leave them in a position?
I have no idea because I've never done it before.
Why have you never done it before?
Why would I?
Exactly.
Why
Why
would I
did
do
you?
it before?
Why did you do it now?
Gotcha, bitch.
I
Gotcha, bitch.
I clearly have said why.
No, you don't know
Never-
why. You
never-
just know that it's not intentional, but you don't know why. But that's okay.
Really?
I'm not trying to force you to say something that you don't know.
It's feeding and penning. That's what you guys would assume, that I'm that kind of person.
We're not assuming anything. We're going by the facts. It happened.
Now, this here is some action that's like straight from Sun Tzu's Art of War. An amazing book. It's been valid for a bajillion years. When you're in a confrontation, just sit quietly. The first one that talks loses. The first one that talks is on the defensive. So the cops are just chilling. They're just like, yeah, we got nowhere else better to be. We're just going to sit here and intimidate you. And she gets uncomfortable and she starts talking. This is shit that's been going on for thousands of years and she should have known better.
Like you said, you don't know me. What time is it, please?
It doesn't matter.
What you talking about, Willis?
And it's
Crickets.
for me to have to live with getting him out and doing what I did is punishment enough.
Not really.
I think that's why I haven't slept. Because that's all I see. So that right there says something.
Scratch your head.
Not my intention.
Yeah, they're just letting her stew here. This is great. They're just letting her stew. I know what her defense should be.
I'm so drunk I can barely see, but it helps me get through another day.
Jeff reads chat. Of course he does.
Nonetheless, I have to live without him now.
Yeah.
Nonetheless.
Yeah.
Punishment in itself.
I like that pop-up poll. It gets me lots of likes and subscriptions. So there you go, Lean.
Definitely a tragic situation.
I am through with alcohol. And it's unfortunate.
I'm through with alcohol. Yeah, only Pruno, only jailhouse Pruno for you.
Absolutely.
Nonetheless, I have to live without him now.
Yep. You have to live with that in jail.
His daughters too.
Are you trying to make it worse?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Are you trying to make it worse?
Yeah.
How I feel?
Yeah, actually he is. He wants you to confess.
CSI, that was there yesterday.
There we go. Let's get all the gunk under your fingernails. Let's get all your boyfriend's DNA from under your fingernails. Got a big lunch there. She's a big woman. She's got to eat a sandwich. She needs a big sandwich to eat. We put the plastic gloves on. The gloves are on. Bend over the table. We will take your prostate exam.
Bob and go around on one hand and then do the separate one for your other hand. Okay.
Dr. Jellyfinger arrives just in time to collect evidence. I love the closed captions. Get under the fingernails. I want a fuchsia shirt like this. I really do. There, now we all have Rona. Thanks, Coffer. Like, seriously, where can I get a shiny fuchsia shirt like this? I would so wear the hell out of that thing. What I want is like a neon blue Better Call Saul shirt. All right, well, while they're doing this, let's burn through some super chats. King Bob said, here's my last $2. Congrats on 33K. Just kidding. But in seriousness, do not give anything you cannot afford to give. I don't expect anything. I don't beg for super chat, so don't feel obligated to do anything. But anything you feel you can do and voluntarily want to do, I gratefully and graciously accept it. Carol Marine Mom 03, I hope that means your son is a Marine. If so, Semper Fi. Her lawyer now pleaded with the judge to be let off the case. Judge declined it, and that's a very common thing. When things have deteriorated so quickly, and we're only two weeks away from trial, the judges will try not to delay this again, especially since how she's gone through 6 other lawyers. So that's what I've been trying to find some news and information on this, but I haven't been able to find anything yet. But that would make sense, because if you're 2 weeks away from trial, the court is just likely to say, sorry, we're too close to trial, we're not delaying it, suck it up and represent her. Marloka, Jeff, congrats. We need to get our girl Flux to 1,000 plus. Seriously, House of Flux. Go to House of Flux, like and subscribe to her channel, and like every video she's done. Flux is an awesome mod, and I don't understand why she doesn't have thousands and thousands and thousands of subscriptions yet. House of Flux with 2 X's. She's awesome. She's great. And this Friday night U.S. time, Saturday morning Asia time, I and Hannah Franz will be on Flux's channel to do our monthly or bi-weekly or however long we do it, Unexplained, where we're going to be talking about unsolved mysteries. Go there, subscribe, and watch us. We'll put up some information later on, like tomorrow or the next day about it. So go to House of Flux, F-L-U-X-X, and subscribe. Sheldon Hall said, I like it when the cops get kinky and put the cuffs on. Yeah, that's why I want to do LawTube ASMR. Oh, give me your hands. Let me scour under your fingernails. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting all that dirt out from under your fingernails. Now let's put the handcuffs on you. We're gonna cuff you to the table. That's what we want to do. Yeah. Do you like my fuchsia shirt? I got a fuchsia shirt, baby. Love it when the cops get kinky and put the cuffs on. And Evil Vegeta says, I wouldn't have bothered with a suitcase. I would have blown him up with an energy blast, because Evil Vegeta can do that. KM Cheesehead Newest motion to withdrawal denied without prejudice on 12/27 per Orange County Court website. Okay, Orange County Court website has the info. Cool. I'll have to go there and we'll talk about this next Tuesday. And Nathan C. Woman deactivated. Oh, sorry, woman deactivated. Woman detective. Chubby is chubby or pregnant? Question mark. Maybe both. But hey. Do ASMR is your Yoda in your Yoda doggy voice.
Yes. Yoda. Yoda likes ASMR. Yes. Big DNA collector she is. Yes. Collect DNA on her fingernails she does.
There you go. That's just for you, Flux. It was stupid and it was lame, and I'm ashamed for doing that, but I did it just for you. American Dreamer says, I'm cheap. Hi, Jeff. Hey, nobody is cheap here. Absolutely no one is cheap. Oh, Indigo Luna says, I love you, Jeff. Well, we love you too, Indigo. Sorry for the Danny Banning incident that happened several months ago or weeks ago, whatever it was. Getting your DNA on. Yeah, okay, we're all caught up with the super chats now. Great. Okay. She looks like she grew up on a dairy farm, could wrestle a cow to the ground. Hey, we do that. We do that where I'm from. So, cut that out. That's like a legit thing we do where I grew up.
No, Jay Guriel. This is Kermit the Frog. This is Kermit. And this is Yoda.
Which is interesting because they were both voiced by Frank Oz. Kermit the Frog and Yoda, along with Grover and several other characters, were voiced by the one and only legendary Frank Oz. Legal Vices, I DM'd you a couple of links for shirts on Amazon. Oh, sweet! Yeah, men's luxury, shiny, silk-like satin dress shirts. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, thank you so much for that, Caitlin. I'm gonna order the shit out of some of those shirts. Those are great. Yeah, steer wrestling, that's a thing. Haven't you ever been to a rodeo? Calf roping? Do it. Hell yeah.
Okay, Sarah.
Fuck, if she's hurt by jokes, she needs to leave the stream. Who's hurt by jokes?
You're not free to go. Okay.
Oh, we used to send people cow tipping all the damn
those
time.
pictures?
Yeah.
Or no?
Oh,
Everything we
Lean.
talked about today?
Lean is upset.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
He asked to swear. Remember how I swore you yesterday on the audio recording? I just forgot. So he raised his hand to remind me to tell you. Okay. Do you promise and swear that everything we talked about today has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Lean, what have you
True and
reported?
accurate to the best of your knowledge.
What, that it wasn't intentional?
What have you
Everything you said
reported,
today.
Lean?
Everything that's come out of your mouth has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge.
If you don't like it, just move on. That's all you gotta
Correct.
do.
Yes.
Why?
That's
Because
how
anytime
you
we talk
swear.
to somebody, we want to assure that everything that we talked about is
True and accurate to the best of that person's knowledge.
not a trick question.
To the best of my knowledge?
To the best
Yeah.
of your knowledge.
I
Everything
gotta
that
go
you
back
told
through
us
this and
today
find out
is
what the
true and
shit
accurate
is
to the best
going
of your
on.
knowledge.
Yes, but it was not.
You just unsubscribed. Oh no, I've only got 32,025 people left.
Okay.
All right, do me a favor, stand up. I need you to turn around, face the wall. Put your hands behind your
Alan
back.
is the
Everything
most
in your pocket
unrude
that
person. What the
you know
fuck
about.
is going on here, you people? All right. Oh, now we got to do the ASMR. I'm going to put the handcuffs on you, baby. We're going to cuff you. Why did it happen? Because you killed your boyfriend?
Not intentionally.
We understand that.
He's still dead.
Well, we don't
Someone
really
needs to
understand
call
that.
Brian, please.
Okay.
Or can I not make a phone call?
You'll be able to make a phone call when we get you down to the jail.
So
You'll
why
be
is this
afforded-
happening? So this was a trick.
No, it's not
No,
a trick.
not
How's
a
this a
trick.
trick?
So,
I'm in here to ask you to explain a few things to us, and
You were read your rights.
your response to everything was
Stupid.
basically, I didn't do it.
intentionally.
Doesn't matter. It's still dead.
Corn Pope free Sarah Boone. It ain't going to happen.
Have a seat.
Really, guys?
Really.
So if I didn't show up.
What the shit happened with Lean? Come on. If you don't like this channel, just move on. That's all you got to do. I don't know what the hell happened.
That I could leave. That I was done after this. After that.
We were done, yes. We were done. Absolutely.
So now, so that's what it is.
We are done.
We're done because you're going to jail for the next several years, plus probably the next 16 3/4 to life.
So what am I supposed to do now?
Go to jail.
You will.
Someone needs to call Brian.
Okay.
Lucas is waiting for Mom to come home. This was not my intention. I thought I was waiting for you all to come and figure out what's what and how many.
That's what we're trying to do.
And I was going to be able to go home and see Lucas.
Yeah, ain't happening.
Now he's just not going to have me come home. So there's nothing that I can do.
All right, no.
Lean was offended by my
There's nothing that I can
sexy
do in order
voice
to go
talk.
home and see Lucas and prepare.
Not right now, no. You'll be afforded a time in court. You'll be afforded an attorney. You'll be afforded a chance to talk to a judge, and all that stuff will be worked out.
But what's the time frame for that, though?
I have no way of being able to tell you. You should make first appearance probably like tomorrow morning, if not tonight, depending how things are busy, how quickly you get down there. I
had a
don't
sneaky
work in
suspicion
there.
this was going to happen. And I need water, like, really bad, please.
Just like you needed Dr. Pepper yesterday. Lean on me when you're not strong. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on
I
me.
just got those.
Okay. They are not allowed in the jail.
So I can't even smoke cigarettes if I go.
Yeah, no more cigarettes. You smoked your last cig. Maybe you can roll some toilet paper up in the hooskow, but yeah.
And what am
I
supposed to
see
do with my
everything.
car?
You'll be fine where it is. When you get down there, you'll have free phones. You'll be able to call.
What, as soon as possible?
Yeah, once you get down in there, get booked in, you'll be able to use a phone in the waiting
But
area.
how long will that take? Because I need to talk to Brian.
You know, it depends how busy, how quickly they get you through. I probably would say within the hour. It's a free phone
Yes?
call
Yeah.
in the lobby. It's a free
All
phone
I'm
call.
doing is bringing you there, sign this paper. and
I'm still not sure what Lean reported. What have you reported? Why, if you're still here, Lean, talk to me directly. I'm totally open to have you. I will send you, if you want to come on here and talk to me directly,
Last time I had a panic attack.
I will give you a link where you can come on and challenge
Well,
whatever
you're
you may
familiar
not
with the
agree
big
with
bag.
what I'm
As long
saying.
as you go in and you act civil to them, they'll set you in the big bag.
If you're still
You'll be
here.
left there for
Can
a
you
while.
request that while I'm there?
No, that's not up to us. We don't work at the jail.
As long as like he's saying, is if you don't
If
act
you
up.
go in and act like this, you'll go in
Uh-oh.
and they'll put you in the big bay. If you go in there screaming and kicking and yelling and
Why would
cursing
I
at
do
people,
that?
I don't know. I'm just letting you know that's what happens. That's how they weed people out. If you go in acting like this,
So I asked for the big bay?
they'll put you there as long as you're acting like this.
Yeah, because the last time I had a major panic attack on the little things.
Let him know.
Really?
I have not.
So what am I going to do
Just
with
saying,
my
I'm going to
purse?
scrape under my fingernails. You know you want to get all that dirt out from under my fingernails. Scrape it and test it. Put me in cuffs and walk me to the cage. You know you want to walk me to the cage. That?
What made you all decide to do this?
Lighten the fuck
Maybe
up,
decided
people.
to.
Seriously.
George is dead.
You guys, I knew this was going to happen.
You did? Okay.
So I came
Well,
down
we
here
gave-
willingly.
Yes, absolutely. We were trying to figure out what's going on. We're still trying to figure out what's going on.
Unintentionally.
I thought Lean was slang for codeine juice.
Not.
Oh, God, Digger, that's hilarious.
You act like when you say unintentionally, that absolves you from everything.
I need to get, I have my, I don't know if it's able to be or not.
Uh-oh, Scory unscrubbed. Oh, no.
I have things in my car that I need
Love you, Scory.
put your,
What kind of stuff do you have in your car that you're worried about?
well, I have my medication.
D there says you feel offended by that, too, or disgusted. You should probably feel
There,
both.
so if there's something that you have to have right away, you'll be seeing a nurse.
It's panic attack stuff.
Well, again, when you get checked in, you're gonna be seeing a nurse, and that they have a pharmacy there, so they'll be able to take care of any kind of that stuff. That protocol is out of my realm, I don't work down there, so I don't know, but I do know they do have a furnace.
Oh, John, you're making me
You will be
laugh.
reported to see somebody. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Let's say no. My bad.
All right, my bad. Yeah, her bad too. All right, wow. That did not go very well for her at all. And in fairness, in fairness, she is afforded the right to be presumed not guilty of second-degree murder unless or until a jury of her peers finds her in a fair trial guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. But we're still a people of judgment. We make judgments thousands of times a day. So to say we can't have any judgment until all of the evidence is in is dishonest. It's intellectually dishonest. We survive by making decisions and judgments throughout the day. We're allowed to have an opinion, but in criminal cases such as this, I think it's important that we be open to at least the possibility that the defense or the prosecution may drop the ball so damn bad they can't prove any of this stuff that they're talking about, or that open to the possibility that the defense may come up with a very, very valid and viable alibi or an explanation as to how she should not be found guilty. So I think it's important to keep an open mind, but I think it's also important to make a judgment call. And by all rights now, she looks really, really guilty of second-degree murder, which, as we've said, is essentially engaging in an act with complete disregard for human life, which kind of sounds like what she did. But we'll try next week, next Tuesday, we'll try to wrap up the pre-trial stuff here. So we'll talk about the autopsy report. We'll talk about the charges against her. Hopefully I'll be able to get Steve Gosney, who is a Florida-based appellate death penalty lawyer, on here to talk a little bit about the elements of second-degree murder and whether he feels this may fit that category. But hers wasn't the only testimony or the only witness statements that were given to the police. Her neighbor shares a wall with her, walls that are reportedly pretty thin. So the last thing I want to do today is go through a 10-minute questioning of the next door neighbor. Michelle Caverneau says that escalated quickly. Yeah, it did. And 007.5, Jim, thank you so much for the dollar. Deeply appreciated. All the dollars are appreciated. Thank you very much. Unless you're lean, of course. Apparently she just didn't find any of this funny. I'm sorry if you're offended, but that's what we do. And I get like a lot of that in there. Just shut up and watch the video. This is a commentary channel. We provide commentary on the event. So it doesn't make any sense to say don't comment on a commentary channel. But hey, it's all in fun. And Nathan C says, statuesque Misk, it's only a matter of time until Jeff offers to do shots out of one for $200 each. Ultimate grift. Shots out of one what? Shots out of one what? Gosney sure is great. No, that's not. What am I doing shots out of? I hate when people talk about the cup again. Oh no. Yeah, we're never going to repeat our first F at Friday where I was. Yeah, that ain't going to happen. All right. So to wrap this up, what we want to do is Sarah Boone's neighbor, Brandon, gave about a 9-10 minute, this is like a 9-10 minute clip from the channel. What's the name of the channel? Riptide Crime. This is where I found this one, Riptide Crime. Go to Riptide Crime. He's got 628 subscribers. He needs more than that. He's got some good interrogations. He's got some fun stuff on his channel. And I liked how he presented this with some visuals behind the neighbor's testimony. So this is the one I chose to watch. go to Riptide Crime. This channel is great, and watch it. Let's bring this up here. And this is our last thing we'll do. We got 10 more minutes to burn through here, and then we'll call it a day. 3 hours and probably about 30 minutes into this. A neighbor Brandon talking about it on Riptide Crime's channel. And this guy's like eyes are so dark. They're like weirdly dark. Like I can't tell if those are just, but they're not like black contact lenses. Because if you look closely, you can see there's like the black center and this really dark brown around the outside. Around the outside. Around the outside. Ooh, look at me. I'm Eminem. All right, here we go. Oh, one more before we start. I'm just coming in under the wire. Execution. Thank you for the pounds. 5 pounds. That's what I need to lose times 10. Fark you, Jeffrey. I need to stop super chatting and pay my heating bill, but congrats on the 33K minus 2 subs. Fox and Karen's reeing. Right. Re all you want. Don't re. Seriously, guys, if you don't like the channel, don't report it. Just move on. Just go away. If you don't like what we're talking about one day, just go away and come back tomorrow. We might be talking about something you like. Currently, we have 33,029 subscribers. So, all right, let's go. Sarah Boone's next door neighbor, they share a wall, and he talks about how thin the walls are and what he heard the day of the alleged murder. Flux, $2. When you're done, dump us on Megan Fox. I would love to dump you on Megan Fox, but she hasn't authorized me to dump on her. It just sounds so bad. Megan Fox hasn't authorized me to dump on her. There's no non-consensual dumping going on. Yeah, she's got to click all the permissions to allow our stream to raid her. She hasn't set it up for a Megan Fox raid. She needs to do that so that we can raid her. Let's go. Let's get through this and then we'll talk about Megan Fox. Not the thumbs, the other one.
It is February 27, 2020. The time now is approximately 17:48 hours. This is in reference to Orange County case number 20-017904. I'm currently located at 4748 France Lane.
Way down in the hole.
France Court.
Great Steve Waits song.
Sure?
Steve Waits. Tom Waits. Steve did it.
Yeah, because you can see it.
Don't go away, man. Just go away.
On the 4749.
Okay, France Court.
Yeah,
down in the hole. Great Steve Waits song.
For some reason, all of the signs are on the opposites, are on the wrong side.
On the wrong, yeah, the further
that's
side.
Apartment 8 there, and the sign's right there on that one.
Gotcha. Okay. France Court. Apartment. The Tealwood Park.
Yes, it was a theme song from The Wire.
And I'm speaking with.
Way
Can you
Down
state
in the
your
Hole
name?
by Tom Waits. But every season they had a different person singing it, so that was kind of cool. Neighbor's date of birth is being redacted.
And you reside at this apartment, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said that you've been living here since
Megan
January
talks
of
too much about
2019?
nothing, repeats herself, interrupts people, gets annoying. Well, that sounds exactly
Sunday,
like what I do.
Which would have been...
Saying, sounds like me.
Let's just double check. Sunday was the 23rd.
23rd.
Were you home that day?
I would have come home a little late that evening, but I would have been here around 8, 9 o'clock. I would have gotten in around 8 or 9 o'clock.
PM?
Yes.
Okay. And so your apartment is right next to apartment number 3. Does your apartment share walls with theirs?
My bedroom shares a wall with the lower half of their apartment.
The lower half, okay. Do you recall hearing anything coming from apartment 3 while you were, after you had gotten home?
Around 10:30 or 11 o'clock, there was a very loud crashing sound where I believe, I'm not sure, I haven't been in their apartment like my roommate, but I believe is the location of the staircase.
Okay, so
a little bit above.
A very loud, you said crashing sound?
Sorry, here's some captions for y'all.
Falling down the stairs.
Okay, so he says they share a wall. His bedroom is on the lower half of her apartment. And he heard a crashing noise that started higher up and ended lower down, which sounded like something being rolled down the stairs at about 10:30 p.m. Yeah. Let's listen to that little bit again.
Been in their apartment, like my roommate, but I believe is the location of the staircase.
Okay, so
a little bit above.
A very loud, you said crashing sound?
Yeah, like it sounded like something had been like falling down the stairs. Because it started up high and then it ended low.
Okay. And when you heard the loud crashing sound, did you hear any voices? Like, could you make out if you heard a male or female's voice?
I couldn't hear anything, no.
Okay. Is that normal for you to hear noises coming from their apartment?
Not loud. But
not that loud?
Not that loud.
Okay.
But I'll regularly hear, like, thudding sounds, like stuff being, like, slammed against the wall or something like that.
Okay. Have you ever heard voices? Have you ever been able to determine?
I've always kind of, like, tuned out if I was hearing voices.
If you heard something, you okay. But you have heard loud noises in the past, but not as loud as you had heard on Sunday night.
No, it'd never been that. Like, I felt the walls shake.
That's what the neighbor seems to think. He heard something going down the stairs. It thumped loud enough to shake the walls.
Do you know either of them? Like, do you know?
I've had a few brief interactions with them.
Okay.
But I don't.
Like, do you know who lives there? Like,
yes.
Can you describe who lives there for me?
It is a sort of, I guess, like middle-aged. I don't know, like around 40s.
This is Brandon, the neighbor, apparently.
A Hispanic gentleman, I believe so. I haven't interacted with him much. I've spoken to her a few times.
You've spoken to her a few times. Okay. Anyone else live there?
I believe they have a little boy.
A small child. Okay. Okay. When you have seen them around, how do they appear to you?
And you can tell it's the same police officer because she's got the same vocal fry when she's questioning him. So she's like that one who was the secretary from Brooklyn 99 with the vocal fry. Yeah, sorry, vocal fry drives me crazy. But yeah, okay, let's get back to the video.
They almost always seem either like tired or like tweaked out.
Tweaked out?
Yeah.
Okay. The conversations you had, the interactions you had with the female, like, what do you mean interactions?
I remember one night she slept on the back porch of my apartment for some reason. I don't remember much, but I just remember, like, looking at the shade and seeing her, like, laid down.
Oh.
Okay. Do you recall maybe what month
that was the worst.
Was?
I couldn't say. It was pretty early when I moved in. I would say the summer of 2019.
Summer of 2019. Okay. Did you wake
I'm hunting
or...
No, I just...
Okay. And by sleeping, you guys all have like a cement area, right?
Yes.
Like a back patio,
Yes.
but it's not enclosed.
No.
Was she in a chair on the ground?
Like
or?
on the ground.
Yeah, so ground. So yeah, she's apparently slept on the neighbor's patio at night a few times. But she doesn't get drunk.
On the ground. Okay.
Pants on the ground. Pants on the ground.
Okay. Any other run-ins with her? Things you've witnessed with her?
I was coming home from class one night. I would not be able to give you a time period on this.
Sure,
I don't remember when it is. And I was waiting on my roommate to get home because I had left my keys in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember she came over and was talking to me for a minute, and it was very visible that, like, she was talking to me because she
Hubbleson with the wind, looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
I don't know why, like, I didn't ask, but
you are awesome, Hubbleson, right
it's just
there.
very evident that she didn't want to be there.
Do you remember anything she was saying?
No.
Her demeanor?
It was, she seemed like
Hubbleson wins the
skittish,
meme
like
of the
nervous.
night competition.
I don't remember anything we talked about because, in complete honesty, when I was just, it was in one ear and out the other.
Right,
I
yeah,
was
you were just kind of,
responding
right.
with vague nothing.
Okay. Did she appear to be on anything at that point, or just she seemed nervous?
She seemed nervous.
Okay.
She didn't seem like high or anything. She just seemed out of it.
Okay.
I would chalk it up to be more like tired and paranoid. Or
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
nervous, stuff like that.
Okay. And any other interactions with her?
No. Honestly, from the few times I had spoken to her, like anytime I saw her, I kind of just tried to go straight into my apartment.
Right.
There's a few times where I would walk past and she'd say hi or something, and I was just kind of lie and be like, oh, I'm only going to be here for like 10 minutes. I just got to change and head back to class or something. Like I tried to avoid.
Okay. Did you ever witness either of them on their back porch patio?
No, I don't walk that direction.
Okay.
I don't have any reason to go like that.
Right. You guys don't have any like dogs or anything that you have to walk?
Have any pets.
There you go. Okay. Any interactions with the Hispanic male?
No, not that I can recall.
No. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you think is important for me to know about them and anything you've heard or witnessed between the two of them?
It seems like an abusive relationship. Just from every time I heard them, every time like I saw the two of them, it seemed rough.
Okay. Okay.
It's one of those things where like he was a bad guy. He was a bad guy.
Mhm. Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you think is important for me to know?
Nothing I can think of. No.
Okay. Do you mind raising your right hand for me? Do you promise and swear everything we've talked about has been true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Everything I've said is true as far as I can recall.
Yep, perfect. All right, this ends the recording at 17:57 hours.
All right, that's kind of the end. Boom. Wow. Oof. There you go. We got through it with only two people being really butthurt. Lean and I hope whoever the other one was just a minute ago was joking. Because yeah, we definitely don't promote bullying here. 007 Jim, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. 007.5 the rest. Thank you so much. And Georgina Archer Bjork doing the theme song for Sarah Boone. Oh no. Shh. It's oh so quiet. That was actually great. Bjork's debut album was really, really good. Shh. That was a great song. That and the one with the video where she was like running around with a giant teddy bear. Bjork is so weird, but so cool. And Corin Pope, the only thing worse than vocal fry is male vocal fry. Yeah, that last little 10-minute interview was kind of the battle of vocal fries. What bothers me is she never says it was an accident, only that it wasn't intentional. I don't get it. Yeah, well, she's just not very smart. She's just done some bad things. So yeah, we had this last guy. The neighbor testifying you heard something that sounded like lots of thudding and banging as if something was being thrown or rolled down the stairs. And she's been liquored up a few times and slept on his back patio. And then on top of that, all of her testimony. But again, she is entitled to a presumption of innocence until the jury comes back with that guilty or not guilty verdict. But I mean, after the 2 rounds of questioning yesterday and then the one we watched today, her lawyers have a tough road ahead of them to have any hope of having any reasonable outcome to this I mean, well, not reasonable, I mean, any beneficial to their client outcome, because it looks pretty bad. That's just the way it is. Check your Twitter DMs, Dad. I saw the thing from Megan. We're getting to that. Don't panic. Don't panic, everyone. All righty. So let's burn through these last 2 super chats. Then I got to wrap it up because it's 1:30 a.m. here, and we're only an hour and a half past the end date. So let me read these super chats. We'll wrap it up, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Here we go. The last 2 super chats. Boom. From Xcomer, Triple Z, some North Korean kronas, or Norwegian, whatever. Been busy today, but catching up. Also, let's not be too serious. When is Pineapple Shirt having a return? Never, or next summer. One of the 2. Well, this summer. Execution, check your Twitter DMs, Dad. Done. Don't worry about it. We're good. If you're talking about Megan, if you're talking about something else, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right. That brings us to the end of our show today. I hope. Y'all are, Wolfram, presumption of innocence. Okay. Can we, the jury, go to deliberations now? Hey, the burden of proof is still on the prosecution. The prosecution has to prove all of this stuff that they got her to admit. The fact that she's talking about it is kind of helpful to them, but they still have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she knowingly and with complete disregard for human life put him in there and didn't let him out. We'll have to see how it goes, but it's looking really, really bad, and I don't envy her defense counsel. But we'll talk more about this again next Tuesday. Coming up tomorrow is O.J. Simpson. We're going to be watching the continuation of the cross-examination of Los Angeles criminologist Dennis Fung, who is just being brutalized on the stand by Barry Scheck, a lawyer for O.J. Simpson, who is also the founder of the Innocence Project. It's one of the greatest cross-examinations in history. Hands down. Don't miss it. It's long. We're going to be doing it for probably several months to get through the 8.5 days of cross-examination they laid down. So that's what we're going to do Thursday. Friday, we're going to do Legal Vices versus the Royal Pains in the Ass, Harry and Meghan, as well as some Dana White, maybe some Andrew Tate. We're going to be doing some other stories. And Friday p.m. in the U.S., Saturday a.m. in Asia and Europe, we will be, and by we, I mean myself, Flux at House of Flux, and Hannah Franz, who will be on Flux's channel, House of Flux, 2 X's, to do our regular Unexplained theme, where we're going to be talking about things that are unexplained, conspiracies, cryptids, and weird things like that, things that go bump in the night that haven't been explained. And I think we've got a really great show lined up for you. So you don't want to miss that. And then next Monday, we're back with Maritime Monday. And then next Tuesday, we'll get back to some of this here. We'll wrap up our updates and dive into Sarah Boone's suitcase. All right. With that, we are done. Chat, you guys are awesome. I could not do this without you. I'm deeply, deeply indebted to you. Not only did we hit the goal of 120 subscribers today to get us to 33,000, we hit 151 subscribers. We're at 33,031 right now. You guys are awesome, and I could not do this without you, and I wouldn't want to do this without you. I'm deeply, deeply indebted to you. I'm humbled by your response. The Vice Squad chat is the greatest chat on YouTube and perhaps the internet in and of itself. You mods are great. You're keeping things real. You're doing your thing. Everybody, Alan, especially you've just been like indescribably generous these days. And I hope it's not a burden on you, because I never want it to be a burden on you. And if it is, please do not do anything like this. Those of you that subscribed, thank you. Those of you on the replay crew watching us, come back later, hit that like button, leave a comment, see if you liked it. We're going to close out the poll now. The Legal Vices, I hit the like button and the subscribe button, if I didn't do it already, because poll, we currently have 1,091 concurrent viewers and 1,469 likes. So hit that like. If you haven't already done, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Again, this is only the third time we've talked about hitting the like button today. So don't email me or don't send comments about how this is what you always do. We've only done it 3 times today. Coming in 4th place with 19% of the vote was I hit the like button and the subscribe button if I didn't do it already, because I was just killing time while you boomered something. Coming in at 3rd place. 3rd place with 24% of the vote is I hit the like button and the subscribe button because it's the neighborly thing to do. And coming in with 26% of the vote in 2nd place was I hit the like button and the subscribe button because you promised no more goat video. Yes, for those of you that have been aware, the goat video has been retired. And now we are only with goat audio. Very occasionally. And the Baldo emojis, if you want to use these Baldo emojis, make sure you go and subscribe to one of our membership levels. And winning the poll with 30% of the vote is I hit the like button and the subscribe button because you need to hit 33,000 subs today, which I did. 33 subs right now. Thank you. God bless all of you. I'm so grateful to all of you. So humbled by your reception. I hope we'll see you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. London, 10 p.m. Korea time, and midnight Australia time. And if you're in between any of those time zones, you got to figure it out for yourself. Later, everybody. Mods, chat, even those of you that reported me, but we'll see you later. Take care. And until we see you tomorrow, don't forget to enjoy your legal vices.